How many bottles do you want?
What's that?
How many bottles do you want?
Of what?
Of the Rhino Raconteur.
What do you mean? They're not available anymore.
Dude, I grabbed 3 or 4 under retail on secondary. So.
In true Kenny fashion.
Always.
Hello, and welcome everyone to episode 274 of The Mashup, the most interesting bourbon conversation you're going to hear all week long. We're your hosts, Stephen, Anthony, and Kenny. Good evening, guys.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What happening?
Nothing, man.
We got some
Sitting
guests.
around bored today.
Yeah, bored.
Bored.
Yeah, I was so bored until bored to tears. That you have. So I have a familiar person to my right now, Mr. David Jennings. Welcome back.
What's up?
There we go. You have some of the most listened to episodes of the Mashup podcast in the history of the podcast.
I pay well.
No, it's nice to have you back. For those of you who don't know, this is Rare Bird 101, Everything Wild Turkey, Mr. David Jennings. So happy to have you. And then also we have Mr. Ryan Alves.
What's up?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So are you... I know that you listen to the podcast, but have you been okay with the fact that we've said your name about 1,000 times in the last week and a half?
Yeah, and since I've known Kenny, he's called me Alves.
Yeah.
And I think other people call me Alves because of Kenny saying it.
Right.
Now,
Right.
yeah, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Well, I called you Alves for so long, and now I'm going to practice what David said earlier, which is
Elvis.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I always tell people. Elvis with an A.
Elvis. Okay, there you go. Elvis.
Elvisa?
Elvis.
With an A, Elvisa?
No.
Oh.
Alvis.
So, gentlemen, I don't need to, the elephant in the room right here is that we launched a Patreon, and it went beyond their wildest dreams. Like the fact that we've had so much support from a lot of people just means a lot. I don't really even still know what to say about it. I'm just kind of still shocked, but
Yeah, I'm totally floored, humbled, in shock, appreciative. I'm speechless, man. I've texted like 20 people all day today while we're recording.
Right.
That I'm just like, I can't believe this.
It was a fun morning when we launched it because we were all like texting back and forth, and every time we looked at it, the number just kept on going up of people that were becoming members.
right. And I just want to take a minute because I knew we were in trouble a little bit. When I say in trouble, when I had people messaging me going, "Thanks for sharing the link, but all the tiers are gone." I was like, "What?" I'm like, "No, they're not." And they're like, "Yes, they are." And then I was like, "Oh, I didn't know what to say." I'm like, "Hold on a second." And I'm like texting them back, going like, "Hey, what do we do now?" So we tried our best to get everybody in that we could, and we're still going to be working on that moving forward. It's going to probably change just a slight bit here and there as we grow.
Yeah. I mean, it's worked on that for a while, putting tiers together. I looked at a lot of other whiskey bourbon people, and initially I had like 7 tiers. Talked to a few people, had some great recommendations just to start out with 5 tiers, not 7, and just kind of try to grow from there to make sure that we can deliver content that people do want. So the plan, I definitely have one more tier in mind, but it'll be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, depending on if we are able to deliver what we want to deliver to people, and we can get things oiled up and good and smooth and make sure that we're able to, I'm old, so I'm not good at all this stuff. So with technology, so if we can definitely get it, to where it is clicking good, then there is definitely one more tier planned.
Yeah, I want to do the initial rollout and seeing if we can get everything rolling and then in sync, and then we'll open up some other stuff as well.
Right. So an idea that I have is oil wrestling. Just kidding.
Such a strong idea.
Yeah.
Get those little baby pools.
There you go.
Not
baby pudding
tonight,
in there.
though, right?
Not tonight. Well, I don't know. What are you thinking? What'd you have in mind now?
Blue.
That should have happened when Cam was over.
Oh, my God.
Cam sat right there in your seat, so get ready to get blasted. I about killed him that night.
You about killed him, and the funny thing is I was on there live, and David was on there as well. And so we were going back and forth, and I was just loving the comments. I was watching the comments as much as I was watching the content, and it was just fantastic, dude. Like, what was going through your mind? Were you trying to think, like, maybe I should get a flight and go up there to break this up? Because I was thinking
When
about
I landed
driving
on it,
down.
I was just like, oh, I know where this is going. because I've been here before with no cameras. So I knew where it was going, and I was like, "Oh, Cam's in for it."
Yeah. I was like,
No, it was fun though. It was a good time.
Did you catch any of that live, Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah.
man.
It's a good time.
I'm not going to say I texted people and said, "Hey, you need to watch this."
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to say that, but I'm also not going to say that I didn't do that.
No, that was wild.
I was talking to Cam about that. So hopefully, because he's very busy. So hopefully, and last time I talked to him, he hadn't watched it yet. So I'm hoping that he does watch it, because I do believe he can put that back out, at least on Patreon.
There's definitely some stuff you can
Other
edit.
than maybe
Yeah.
like the last 30 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
It was great blinds and a great video anyway. And we also talked that we need to do some blinds like that, but do them in series.
Oh, yeah.
That way it's not all one night.
Kenny
makes
just
sense.
said series, and my phone just like lit up. From listening, bro. They're always
There
listening.
you go. Yeah.
Well, congrats, guys, because I know today was a big moment for you, big step.
Yeah,
Or
it
today,
was-
as in when we're recording
Yeah,
this,
exactly.
last week
Right,
when
right.
you're hearing it.
Yep.
Long time coming.
And you helped build it, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
Without
I
wasn't
mean-
for you, man. So,
Yeah.
like, for real.
Pushed you guys to do it. I'm glad you did,
Yeah.
because I think it's going to be fun. I think I was patron number 5. You texted
I tried. I texted you last
You
night,
texted
dude.
me. I crashed earlier. I would have been number 1. But
Yeah.
now you do got to deliver.
Yep.
But I think it's going to be bad. Bleep.
Thank you, man.
Awesome.
I
Thank
think
you.
so.
Yep.
Thank you.
Congrats, dudes.
I mean, we just
Thank
have
you.
fun. We are who we are, man.
Yes.
Just have fun.
And I think if you just keep doing that,
And not serious. We're nobodies. And
it's
you know
gonna
that.
it's gonna go great.
You know, and it's just
You always say we're
Humbling.
nobodies, but, I got
I'm
this
nobody.
big reputation to
You can,
maintain.
that's all you can, bro. It ain't me. I'm a nobody.
No, but I was thinking about this when we started a podcast back during COVID. We didn't really have any agenda other than really just to have fun, talk, have pours, share what we knew
Did you
about.
drink through your mask back then?
I think I did actually.
Kenny,
I may have
Kenny, it
drank
was
it.
close.
It was
I would
close.
say, knowing you.
No. He didn't come over.
First
Yeah.
couple episodes, I was not located there. First 10 maybe.
Yeah, I think it was 7:10, something like that.
7:10, yeah.
It was through the computer.
Yeah,
Jeez,
it was
dude.
definitely it wasn't good, but look where we're at now.
That's right. We're in one room together.
Yeah, we're in one room together, and also, I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you to both you, Ryan and David.
Oh, man, no
even
problem.
the first time I get a chance to meet you, I was like, wait a minute, I get to record with David Jennings. I
Oh.
mean, that might not be whatever, and then Ryan.
Well,
all
since
the-
you love Buffalo Trace and he loves Buffalo Trace, I mean, I
You're BT
don't.
Tater.
It's BT Tater over here. So
But-
y'all made for each other.
but you're all support, and then of course,
David's gonna hit me.
I almost
Yeah.
I've almost got all of the Blanton's tops collected. Almost.
Steven just completed his.
I just completed mine.
There you go.
It took like 15 or 20 years.
Had to get the left-facing horse
Yeah.
on
The
the
last
day that
one.
we were doing that barrel pickup there. There you go. Yeah. So, no, that support means a lot for both you guys.
course, brother.
And then, of course, we're going to do an episode one time where we just talk about all the different things that me and Kenny and Steven have been through. And that's going to be a really fun episode. Kenny's looking at me like, what are you talking about, dog? And Steven's
Get
like,
ready.
yeah, here we go. But no, thank you to both of you guys, too, for sticking with this. And yeah, it's been a fun ride so far. Much more fun stuff to come.
Definitely.
Chicken finger blind.
No, that's gonna be.
It's gotta be.
That's gonna be one of the next.
It's
That's
got to be one of the first.
That's gonna be one of the
things.
very first video videos.
Yep. Kenny's going to eat his words.
Now I need to look into this. So I did look. No, I will not, dude. I looked and said to go live on Patreon. It says use the built-in live audio feature, integrate with a streaming service like YouTube. Blah blah blah.
yeah.
We can't go live on YouTube yet. We don't have enough subscribers,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
So that's why I can't do the YouTube.
Yep.
I can't go live tonight.
So if you're hearing this, like and subscribe on
Oh
YouTube.
no, that's a big thing. Oh, I need to make a Patreon post.
Yep.
I need everybody on here to go make sure you
Right.
subscribe, so that way we can go live. Yeah, gotcha.
The trouble we can get in when we start going live. Yeah.
Have to take down videos.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
you're
dude, you
fully
know me.
snatched.
I'm gonna sit down here by myself and just freaking throw it out there. It's gonna be bad.
Anthony's going to sing and then get his banned by
That's
copyrights.
Yeah. I will be singing. How'd you know? Still yet to debut. Yeah, once they hear the singing, the
wedding
numbers are
singer.
really going to go
Yeah.
up after that. Yeah.
Wedding singer.
Your twin brother's going to come after us.
As long as it's not like me going live with, what was I doing the other night? I can't remember what I was doing. I was talking to someone on the phone. Then I was having pours. Next thing I'm eating sunflower seeds, and not good. I think I woke
We're in the
up
Walmart parking lot.
I woke up with the sunflower seeds in my cheek. And I was like, that's not a good look for me.
Woke up in a chicken coop and
Chicken coop. There you go. At least I was in my house, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of content I can bring you.
I had a dream European and woke up and been there, done that.
Lordy Lord.
Dude, speaking of that, so back in high school, it's so funny. One of my best friends, this one guy stayed over at his house, and he didn't want to let him stay, but he stayed. We hung out. So the next morning, he gets up, and his friend's nowhere to be found. But his friend legitimately lives a 25-minute drive from his house.
Oh, God.
So he got up and evidently he peed in the bed in the middle of the night and was so embarrassed. He got up and just started walking home, dog. It was so bad. My boy E-Double, I doubt he listens to this, but if he hears it, he does. Oh, yeah, it's bad. Very bad.
God. I was gonna say, I've slept on plenty of couches, of porches that I didn't know in my college days. That was a fun thing to do, but never did that. So, yeah.
Man, so David Jennings.
what's up?
You talked to you the other day, and before you came up, you said you had a lot of stuff going on, man. So number one, you brought some pours.
Been crazy.
Number two, you got a lot of news, a lot of info going on with you.
Got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I am anxious to try the Russell's 13 though from this
We'll-
year, so we'll get
we'll
to
do
that,
that.
right? But yeah. So I've got
You said the penicillin worked, so that's good. And then, all right, let's what else you got, bro? No.
Yeah, so I brought a couple samples here. So James Simons with the Woodwork Collective, he's my partner on Raconteur Rye. We've got a batch. It's actually two batches that are going to come out simultaneously.
Okay.
So one is Indiana, one's Kentucky. Both 8 years, both Ms. finished. Anyway, so got those to try. Those will be coming out soon. Got a TTB approval today for the newest Caleb's Crossing batch, which is a Boo Rye, which is it's a 12-year MGP rye and a almost 8 years, like 7 years, 10 months Green River bourbon
Nice.
blended with that. And it's quite nice. So that's coming out soon. And we've also rebranded. So the last time I was on, we talked about Caleb's Crossing. I talked about it being Washington Lafayette, and Caleb's Crossing was the expression. We've dropped the Washington Lafayette altogether. It was just too confusing. So now it's Caleb's Crossing Whiskey Company, and it just kind of keeps everything under one name, one umbrella. So all that's happened since the last time I was here.
Rella.
Yep. So
We got Rihanna down there.
got some new stuff in the works too. Got some other stuff cooking. So but for now, you should see, I would imagine, Coming Whiskey or some of these social media channels that post TTB label approvals. You'll probably see the Caleb's Crossing. It's a blend of straight bourbon and rye whiskey, and it has a different sketch on it. The front label is very similar to the first release, and the back has completely been redesigned. So
Still have a medallion on it?
still has a medallion on it.
Okay.
It does have this will have a strip. It won't have wax seal, so
Okay.
it'll have a strip, which was kind of cool because we actually were able to pull Ricky, our designer, was able to pull
Pretty Ricky.
the signature of my
Walk away from the
ancestor.
table and no one says Bobby. Come on.
King of the Hill over here.
But
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby,
Ricky
wrong
Bobby.
one.
that's going back. So he was able to pull the signature of my ancestor off his will, and so that's
nice.
on the strip now. So pretty cool. Very excited about it. So
That's dope.
Why did you go away from the wax?
well, we talked about it. We kind of feel like the wax is kind of better suited for the finished products that are, wine or brandy finished. I think it kind of goes along with that a little bit better, and that the straight whiskeys or wood finishes would be a strip across the cork. It just kind of gives you a visual
way of
right away you can say, okay, well, this is a finished one, this isn't,
Nice.
or whatever. And it also just kind of gives a little bit of a different look, so it kind of breaks it up some. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So I can jump in and say that I'm happy to hear that you guys dropped Washington Lafayette.
Yeah.
And the reason is because when I was preparing for when you came over here for the Caleb's Crossing episode, and I was doing some show notes, I kept looking at it and going, what is this Washington Lafayette? I'm like, is this David's thing or is he partnering with somebody who's presenting this?
Yeah,
Like,
it was
I
confusing.
kept thinking that to myself.
No.
And I didn't share that, I don't think, when we talked that night. But to hear that you dropped it, it did get a little confusing for me. And I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but
Far from it.
I think it's
Quite dull, actually.
quite dull.
Not even sure if you qualify as a spoon, to be honest with you.
I love it. Oh, tough crowd. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I need something to drink. What are we doing over here?
Yeah, let's drink some whiskey.
what you want to do. Let's go for it. Now I've got
I'll try some of those you brought.
Yeah, maybe 3 ounces. So we'll have to do small pours. But yeah, so
I'll do small pours anyway.
We'll start with the Indiana.
We have about 28 pours in this tonight, so we need to do 1/8 ounce, 1/4 ounce.
28, huh? Did you sign up for 28?
I did
Ryan?
not. I'm out of here at 10 o'clock.
Look at this thing. That's beautiful. It's got the etching in it.
Nice green.
Yeah,
I love it.
Shout out Liquid Ministry,
Absolutely.
Ministry.
They do a
That
great
is
job.
the best glasses.
especially for samples and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Boston rounds are, whatever, but if you want to step it up a notch.
So what's his first one, David? What is this?
This is the Indiana. So this
Okay, can
is
I have the other one too?
Yeah, you want me to go ahead and pass that
Yeah,
one
I was
around?
gonna
Sure.
take some back.
Okay.
If that's cool.
It is totally cool.
Are you sharing the names yet?
Yeah, sure. So we're calling this Gemini. So there's a Gemini. It's twins. So Gemini, Indiana, Gemini, Kentucky. So
Gemini.
Gemini.
Dueling batches.
And finished in the Miz.
Both Miz, right.
I'm the Miz. The Miz. And this is awesome.
So the first one is Indiana, you said?
That's right. Yeah. So we, based on feedback, I think this is going to be kind of cool because some folks prefer Indiana, some folks prefer Kentucky, some folks like both.
Yeah.
This way, it kind of gives you an option. So
I prefer Colorado.
Interesting.
Not.
More Colorado jokes.
Dude. I had those ones last week my brother brought.
Yeah.
They just,
So
the Aspen stave stuff.
it was Breckenridge or something.
Oh, okay.
Just
Just wasn't your thing.
wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
He liked it though, so that's cool.
So the Indiana is kind of like the base of it is that, very recognizable 95.5 Indiana profile. But on top of that, you've got that extra oak profile.
Some brown sugar.
Yeah. That Miz kind of adds that extra.
Man. Yeah.
And it's not, so whereas the first batch of Raconteur Rye was kind of its own little thing, and then
Yeah.
number 2 kind of became more of a bourbon-y thing, and then for 3 we went to Kentucky, and it was completely different.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like, I think somewhere between batch 1 and 2.
Okay.
Like if I had to kind of, place it somewhere as far as, not ranking, but like in profile, in structure.
It's hard to beat 3, man.
well,
I like one a lot too, though. One and
Well, wait
3.
till you get to this Kentucky. It's definitely
Really?
got some additional kick to it. And these, if I recall correctly, I don't have the proofs on the bottle. These are a little bit higher in proof than past batches.
First one drank the ones
Still in the 120s. Yeah. These are, they were all around 120, well, except for the 12-year that Ryan got. That was 124, I think. So these are in your around that lower to mid 120 range here.
Which one of these got the Who Rhino? What were you telling me earlier?
Yeah. So James and I, we were talking about this. He ended up moving some of the whiskey into that 12-year barrel, and I believe that was the Indiana.
The Indiana.
Yep.
man, Indiana has like a really nice orange citrusy note up front that is just killer. I love that in a rye. And weirdly enough, I think the Kentucky drinks more like a rye,
Interesting.
and the Indiana drinks more like
Like a bourbon.
a bourbon.
I'm there
Yeah,
with you, man. It does.
that's what I'm thinking.
Daggone Indiana has more of a brown sugar.
it-
bourbon.
It's darker.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was going to get the different. I thought I was going to get, but this is Kentucky, but this is the BBC
Correct.
company, right? Yeah.
Right.
So it's still
Correct.
95.5 on both.
Correct.
Okay,
Both
okay.
are 95. Both are
Okay.
95.5.
Gotcha.
This is MGP. This is Bardstown.
Yep.
Wow.
But last week it was MG Pizzle though.
Are you sticking with the same labels, the classic printed label? Okay.
Yep.
I just have these ideas floating around in my head, and I'm thinking with twin bottles, how cool would that now twins have to be identical or they could be different. if you like invert the green and the white.
Oh yeah, that
How
would
about
be kinda
that?
Cool, yeah.
Future release. There you go.
Yeah,
Just
something to
put
think
my
about.
name really small in the corner.
Copyright Anthony. But yeah, if you go between the two, you'll see how
They're very different.
different they are.
That's
Yeah.
that's a
Very
pretty good
different.
concept, though. You're
Yeah.
not dueling ones, depending on what your preference is.
Well, a lot of that was based on feedback. Like I said, we had, some people prefer that kind of MGP profile, and then some people like their rye to be a little bit more bourbony, and then some people they won't like.
this is the opposite.
This
This
some people,
MGP is the bourbony.
sometimes
that's
people
wild.
want a rye, and I feel like that's what the Kentucky.
Yeah.
that's what the
does, man.
Kentucky does. So it's it gives you a little bit of variety there. You can go one way or the other. You can go both. But very interested to kind of get everybody's feedback, not just you guys, but like the greater whiskey community, and
Right.
see how this lands.
The MGP is great. I love the back end.
Yeah.
It is like full bodied.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great sip.
Yep.
It almost reminds me of like a tobacco leaf.
Yeah,
Kind of like strong full bodiness on the end.
sure.
Yeah. Just initial. There's a lot of time. We just had a quarter, not even of an ounce here that we're working with. But I am right now I like them both.
Yeah.
But I like the MGP slightly better. But then again, it's Raconteur. I'm going to buy it when it comes out, no matter what.
Thank you. Yeah, I kind of lean Kentucky, but I mean, when we first got those Kentucky barrels and we did batch 3, I mean, I was in love with those just from the start. There's just something about that profile that just really speaks to me. But I love our MGP stuff, and I love the Kentucky stuff. They're both great. So very, very happy with how these turned out. James does amazing work. He really knows what he's doing when it comes to these Ms. finishes.
Let it be known that everybody at this table, except for me, passed on the Who Rhino Raconteur Rye. So, just saying.
Really?
Yep.
You serious?
You know why? You know why? Tell them why, though.
Uh-oh. It's going to cause a fight.
I don't know why.
Because I'm blinded. I
And
like
it-
my River Roots better.
And you said it was as good.
No, it was. It was as good, and my River Roots pick was $20, $30 cheaper.
But now your River Roots is 95.5, right?
Yeah.
And that was 51%, right? Or 52%?
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
the low rye is for
I know
barely
you'd sell
legal.
it out anyway, bro. Come on now.
Yeah.
Just letting it out there. He's talking about buying it no matter what. Just saying,
I know.
I own like all the
Yeah, I
batches.
get it, bro.
multiple.
I get it, dog. It's all
Multiple.
good. You don't have to.
Multiple
Well, you know what?
batches.
What
cool,
was
man.
funny about that one is before it hit the Miz, it was just like, it was kind of like that standard
Right.
kind of 12-year, barely legal rye MGP profile, which is not like you can find it very commonly. Like, I mean, 12-year 51, 52% rye is not something like, just out there all the time, at least not Indiana. But once it hit the Miz, it just really took on a whole new life of its own, became its own thing.
Yeah.
So,
you've done other single barrels of Raconteur, right?
Yep.
Have other people
Yep.
selected them?
yep.
Okay, well, I don't have those either. Just want to get that out there.
Yeah, I'd be furious if you did.
I'd be smacked right here.
100%.
Just clearing that up.
You definitely should try the 12-year if you haven't. Because it's just so
I don't
different.
think he's tried it.
It's
Is
so
it on the bar at J-Hop?
No.
Okay.
It's
all
so
right.
different.
If
Yeah.
it was, I would come down and have it poured.
All
It's
right.
not that I have to ask you.
How many bottles do you want?
What's that?
How many bottles do you want?
Of what?
Of the Who Rhino Raconteur?
What do you mean? They're not available anymore.
Dude, I grabbed 3 or 4 under retail on secondary. So
In true Kenny fashion.
Always, man. He never stops.
I'm teasing.
Because it's more like 10 or 12, right?
No, it's like they're way above retail.
Yeah,
I was just teasing.
I like it. That continues to be. I mean, I'll tell anybody to listen about the Raconteur, the series, the stuff you guys are putting out is just phenomenal rise.
Well, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Congratulations.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
We've had a
Thank
lot
you.
of listeners buy them locally and nationally, both, man. It's great.
No, and
Yeah.
I appreciate the exposure that it's received on the podcast. I love the podcast. I always have a good time being here. So appreciate you guys inviting me
Appreciate
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
So I'm glad you guys like them because very, very happy with these. And, these have been going for a while now. These have been,
Yeah.
I forget when the third batch came out, but it's been a while. So
I like
nice to finally
I
have
like
something.
the pace on these too. Like, I think that you and I talked pretty early. Like,
Yeah.
how many of these do you need to do? And
Right.
I think I'm of the belief that you can oversaturate,
Sure.
right? And like,
Yeah.
you did not that you oversaturated, but you was bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
and then some single barrels kind of mixed in.
Yeah.
And now there's kind of been a little bit of a waiting period.
Yeah.
And it's all just been like, let's let them cook. We'll taste them.
Yeah.
Let them cook more, and then James will say, "Hey, I think if I I've got this other barrel. Maybe if I put that in Miz and blend it with this, and like it's just a continual process until we get to the point where he and I both agree that I think this is ready. And so this has taken a lot longer than I thought it would, but that's a good thing because I mean, if you just put something out to put it out, then I mean, you're gonna in the end you're gonna sell yourself short because people are not gonna be happy with it. The goal is to try to keep going at it until you get something that's special, that's worth putting out there for people to try. So I'm happy where these are at, and I think everybody's going to love it. We've only done one other Kentucky. This is my favorite of the Kentuckys.
Okay.
Great.
Of those two. Now, I mean, we don't have them to compare, but I've compared them at home. And this newer one just has a little bit more oak, a little
Batch
bit
3
more
was Kentucky, right?
structure to it. What's that?
Batch 3.
Batch 3 was Kentucky. Yep. And so this one will have the alternative label with the Kentucky stamp on it. But there's something for everybody. So if the Kentucky's a little bit not your thing, then you can try the Indiana and vice versa or both.
Yeah.
I love it. And we kind of picked up on that when the Kentucky came out. There were some YouTubers and such that were reviewing it, and I could tell that some people it just wasn't their thing, and some people just absolutely loved it. So we're like, well, we need to make sure that we
Some
always
people
kind of have a
palates, some people
mix.
don't. Is that what you're saying? What? What'd you say? I'm sorry. What?
Just needed to
I'm
have
teasing.
something where it was like gives a little bit of variety out there.
No,
so
exactly, man. That's-
people can kind of make a choice.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, thanks guys. Really appreciate the feedback there. I'm glad you like
It
it.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a sample of that Four Roses that we did? I'd like
I
to
sure
have just
do.
a nip of that.
Yeah.
This is that Q I was talking about that we did with Brothers Liquor, and my bottles are on their way.
Brothers do what? It never ends. You can put anything in front of a liquor store.
Liquor Box in Georgetown, Kentucky.
Best prices.
Yeah, that Four Roses is a monster, dude. I definitely try some of that. Yeah, but that was a fun pick because
Speaking of high,
what is that?
there's 153 proof river roots that we picked.
Oh, you have your own samples over there.
I talked to Ryan Lynch today, and I said, the next time Kenny Mills comes to your establishment, you need to keep him in check. Because he's out here running around with my checkbook.
The truth comes out now.
Me and Cam are splitting one of those barrels. Me and Cam are splitting one.
Yeah, I know his buying power.
Kiss
Ryan,
that
did I say
Patreon
yours
revenue
yet?
goodbye.
Hey, Ryan, if I
gonna
didn't
go
say it
towards
before, thank you for supporting
No, but this was an easy pick. I mean,
Oh, on this Four Roses?
yeah. I mean, we
It
had a
was.
good time.
It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild. I've been on 3 Four Roses picks now. I think 3. Is that right? No, 4. Been on 4.
Ooh, it loses track.
Well, but what's wild is the first one was that QS88 Tier 6.
That was good.
And then the next one I went on was a QS88 Tier 5. Then we had the OESO, OBSO, whatever it was for Liquor Box.
I
And
was
then this
on that
one.
one, yeah.
And it was like a clear first place each time. It was like,
Yeah.
it wasn't like down to, you got
Yeah.
a 5 vote and
Right,
a 4 vote.
right.
I mean, it was very clear.
I think the last few that I've been on have been pretty.
Cut and dry like that.
And all the whiskey's been good, but there has been David and I did one
Yeah, it
that's similar to this
similar,
one,
very.
the Bourbon Lore one, and it was 15 minutes.
Yeah, we were done.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Wow.
I mean, that was one of those when I got to that particular barrel, and you did tell me, everybody, it was just like, I don't think this is going to be beat. And you just go through the rest of them to go through the motions because
Oh my
it's like,
gosh.
no,
This is medicinal cherry numbing. It is just numbing and humming on your tongue, man, on your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got a nice little fruit
Wow.
vibe there on the palate. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy.
What's the age on this?
It's only 9 years, 10 months. I say
Wow.
only, but I mean, there's some pretty hefty Four Roses picks.
There
but
is,
it to me, it tastes older than 9 years.
Yeah.
It does.
So
That's I picked up quite a bit of oak. That's what I was wondering.
that day Mandy told us there was one that was like a couple years older than the rest.
Yeah.
And we all thought this was the older one.
Yeah.
When we tasted it blind.
yeah,
What was the oldest one that day? I think it was OESV, OBSV.
something like
think it was a
that.
V.
Yeah.
This one tasted the oldest.
It's not oldest. So it doesn't always mean the
Nope.
best. I mean, one of my favorite Four Roses picks is our J-Hop pick, the OBSV. That's like 9 years, 3 months or something. And that day we picked that over a 12-year to 11 years and the 10-year or something. It was by far the youngest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes they're just better.
Yeah.
I still got a couple of those.
Yeah,
They make good whiskey. Ain't no doubt
I
about that.
definitely do.
Yeah, especially if you get into the single barrels. I mean, Four Roses limited editions are great, but like honestly, you get a good barrel pick, and you're pretty much right there.
If anybody hears some grumbling, that's not our stomachs. That is the OG.
Yeah, when he was going back and forth underneath the table, I was
Wanting
worried
pets.
equipment was going to go. Weren't you worried about that? Or?
He's one of pets.
That's all he wants.
But yeah, that was a good pick, dude. That was
a great pick.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with that one. So
I have to.
Cam just texted me that he unsubscribed.
Oh, really? There you go.
Well, when on Patreon I posted, I said I was going to go live tonight for a little bit. We don't have enough subs on YouTube, so I can't. So please share with everyone, to subscribe. I said so I can go live, and I won't delete them like Cam does.
Speaking of Bros Liquor, aren't you guys picking some picks, doing some picks this week?
Yeah.
That's why David's in town, right?
yeah, it's going to Heaven Hill tomorrow, Buffalo Trace tomorrow. Let's see, we've got Beam lined up for Thursday.
Wow.
And then Nulu and New Era, I believe.
Now, I don't know if you guys want to talk whiskey on Four Roses, but like the one thing that and I'm completely not saying anything bad about their stuff. When you mentioned the SMBLE and the single barrels that they put out, like for Father's Day and other things like that, I just don't see like Four Roses, like their innovation recently was to bring all their recipes out at 100 proof, which is cool because I know I tried for a long time to collect those recipes at cast strength, and I have them all, and I got to taste them all. But I just I wish they were innovating product more. And I don't know if any of you guys felt like that, or if you just feel like, hey, they're so big and they're doing what they're doing. They sell a ton of
You
whiskey.
want them to do finished stuff or toasted or
I don't know. I just see all the other distilleries doing different stuff, and they have their core products only, right? They just have their small batch, their small batch select, their single barrels, and even their LE is just kind of, I don't know. It's
but you got to think, but that's what pays the bills. I mean, the single barrel picks aren't going to do that, you know. So,
well, Yellow Label pays the bills.
right, Yellow Label pays the bills.
I mean,
True.
I you could make an argument, that a lot of their stuff is very similar. They've got a couple of, their 10 things that they do. And,
right. No, on one hand, best barrel pick experience I've ever been on. On the other hand, looking at all these distilleries doing all these different things, changing proofs, changing finishes, doing all this stuff, and I kind of look over there and I'm like, what do we look forward to here? Just
I think
single barrels.
If they just did a rye, which they announce another mash bill that was extra high rye,
right?
But if they would, and I think it's isn't it 49% or something crazy? It's almost a rye, but we're not going to go that far. We're going to still make it a bourbon. It's oh, come on, just do a rye. Come on,
Yeah, they should.
Yeah,
I mean, it's in their legacy, in their DNA.
Yeah, some of their
Seagrams
vintage
and all that.
Some of their vintage dusty ryes are incredible.
Yeah, I mean, just do that. I mean, is that hard? It's just do it.
Again,
I'm sure that's a call coming from upper management.
Sure.
right.
And I'm not saying anything bad about Kieran, but I mean, read the room. I mean, everybody wants a rye. It's not hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that it would be gone like that. Even if they put it out and it was only 100 proof or something like that, I'd still think that people would buy it.
Yeah.
Yep. So
No, I was only asking because that's just a thought that I had, because when we reviewed the Father's Day bottle, naturally there were a bunch of different proofs, and since then we had one that was higher proof that tasted a little bit better, but the one that was low proof, it was kind of a little bit underwhelming, and I was thinking to myself, is this worthy of their release that it's given and stuff like that?
Ours that we did the pod on was not. Who brought the one for the blondes that night?
For the best stuff?
Best of Blinds.
MH?
Did he?
Yeah.
So MH's higher proof one crushed the one that we did on the podcast.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, what do those bottles cost?
They're only $100. I think.
So I mean, what? I mean, they don't. I mean, don't just because they were Father's Day or a momentous release. I mean, they're still single barrels. They're still gift shop picks.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, they're in their history of those sort of special releases. I mean, like the Flood ones and whatever else, right? Like those have gone crazy and were crazy money and all that stuff. I think that some of those have gone nuts, and now the bar is maybe a little higher. Right. I don't know. I mean, it was at the end of the day, it was a gift shop pick. If you're comparing it to all the other crazy ones, then
okay, I have to come clean here. I just was really interested in what you guys thought of it, because you do a lot more in that space. Like we do lots from the retail side, And I'm always looking at the retail shelves and saying, like, what's new and innovative from the big distilleries. So that's where I was going with that.
I mean, were you trying to say like what Maker's Mark did with going out with a new label?
Well, Maker's Mark is going bonkers in all
Yeah.
these different directions, and they got a very traditional product too.
Just
a lot
like-
of distilleries
right, same
are.
kinda-
a
same
lot
setup.
of distilleries are, and I like that in a lot of cases. I just don't see the same amount from.
They listen to us. I said come out with a label called Star Hill. I did. It's on record. No, it is on record.
You did, but also I've tasted Star Hill whiskey 2 years ago. Like it's been in the works for a long time.
Daggone it.
Yeah.
I actually liked Star Hill a good bit.
Oh, we did too.
It was pleasantly a surprise. I mean, like I went into it thinking this is going to taste like every other wheat whiskey out there. Not only did it not taste like every other wheat whiskey, it didn't really taste like typical Maker's Mark. I mean, the DNA was there. You could tell that it wasn't like a stretch.
Weller killer.
But it was its own thing, which I was like, this is probably the best thing. I think he even tweeted this, that it was like the best thing Makers had bottled in a very long time.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, it's
I still haven't had it, I don't think.
really.
Because we didn't have it in the best of.
Oh, it's good.
We didn't.
No, I don't think
I
I had
It's
don't
it.
one of the
think it
bottles we're
would-
going to put in the best of. We're going to put it in there because it's a name brand, though.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, there's some whiskeys that I feel like this is where the whole blind competition thing kind of. I've got a little bit of a something to pick here. Like, I feel like there are some whiskeys
that you just want to sit down and spend time with.
that are better by themselves
Yeah. No, I understand.
than in a blind.
Yeah.
That's what we
and-
talk about, though. There's a lot of lower proofs that just they don't have a chance on the blind.
Yeah,
and we talk about that.
Or
but they're great
they
on
have
their
some
own.
kind of interesting note or something that when you're throwing it up against a bunch of like hazmat stuff, it's just like you're never going to get that finesse. You're never going to get
See,
those
that's
little
what was so
subtle
impressive
things.
about size 18 last year and Millennium last year.
Right.
Lower proofs that just freaking held up.
Yeah, but if you
crazy.
threw them in a true blind, like you didn't even know what was in the blind, you probably wouldn't rank them too high if you had a bunch of stuff that
We
was
had
like
66, and they ranked that high to 66.
really okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
right.
saying.
Yeah,
So last year, I liked that 66 or the big number because it was close to a double blind because they're just pulling 5 at a time. So
Yeah,
we really
yeah.
have no idea what we're doing.
right. I mean, the larger pool, but there's no way to really
right.
figure out.
But also, I mean, like, I don't remember. There were certain points when I was like, I don't know what's in here. It wasn't a surprise when we put something in, but at a certain point, you're like, I forgot that was even in there.
Yeah. Well, 66 is a big lot. I mean, that's a lot of whiskey, And y'all do that over what, 2 days?
We did it last year. We did it 3 days, I think. 3 Sundays in a row or something.
Yeah. I
But
think it was
we're
like
breaking it up
52.
more this year just because it becomes a little bit of a challenge toward the end of the year, the holidays. I mean, we didn't release the finals until like well into January.
Yeah.
And so this year we've already had one sort of tasting that we did a couple weeks ago where we scored, I think, 14.
Right. I think it was 13, 14.
13 or 14, and then we're going to kind of do this through the rest of the year.
Okay.
So that now, and then we're going to pool all the winners, the top ones together toward the end of the year.
Are you tasting it more than once? Like, does
What do you mean?
So it sounds like you're kind of doing it along the way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you tasting the same things over and over again, or is it always just a new set every time?
It's always going to be a new set, and then at the end, we'll take our top
Gotcha.
20 or 15 or 10 or whatever it is, the
Yeah.
scoring ones, and do those in a separate one.
It's just that, like, when it comes to like blind tasting, it's like I truly believe that you could take 10 whiskeys, taste them blind, rank them, 2 or 3 days later do it
Yeah,
again,
sure.
and you could have a completely different. I mean, you could be completely inverted. I mean,
Sure.
it just and so there's some subjectivity, a lot of subjectivity to it. At the same time, though, I think that even just having a list saying of all the stuff we tasted this year, these were the best. I think if you're just on that list, that's something to be proud of because it's
Sure.
like, any given day, that order is going to change. It just is. I mean,
Right.
now you will have some that are obviously always going to land closer to the top. And maybe some that are probably going to land close to the bottom, maybe because of proof or because of
Yeah.
age or some other factor that makes it where, it's just so stand out. Like, I would find it very hard to believe if Russell's 15 ended up towards the bottom of the list
Right.
last year.
It didn't.
I wouldn't think it would.
It was top 10, top 5.
So there's just some whiskeys you just know, okay, this one, I know this one's going to land. And then you have other ones like, I don't know, this is kind of a wild card. It could go either way, But it's a cool thing that you guys do. So
Now give me a glass. Need a glass. Get a glass.
I think also, too, I mean, if you're really talking about blind tasting, it's probably best done in smaller sample sizes Because again, there's just so much going on that things can get lost. I understand that.
Yeah.
If you want the best results, it's probably 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And that's sort of it. And then you're kind of done, right?
Yeah. And also too, it's like when you do the whole, well, this one wins,
right?
So that means all the other ones are irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's like, no, not really.
And that's not how we talk about it either. I mean, like
our top 30 are freaking phenomenal.
The list could be 1,000 bottles. I mean, it's just impossible to do that many. So the fact that you're on the list, and not that our list is better than anybody else's, but or that if you made our list, you should be proud of that, right? But the fact that you're on there means that we think it's of a certain ilk, right?
And hopefully the scoring of 5, 6, 7 people can help reduce.
Right.
You know, it's going to taste better on this day than that day. You kind of get an average of everyone.
And then everybody's got different palates too, so it's really it's an interesting thing. That's why yesterday I put out a poll on X, like, you know, do whiskey awards mean anything to you at all? Like, you know, as an enthusiast, or I put as a consumer, and you know, it was like 85% said no, and it was like about 500 and some odd votes.
Well, I mean, everyone's got a double diamond or double gold or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing too, is you have a lot
out of town lately. Is that what you don't want?
Well, a lot of these whiskeys that receive awards, a lot of them just receive what's essentially a participation award, which is like silver. Like each award, each competition has its own, like, you know, baseline, and sometimes it's silver, and sometimes it's bronze, or sometimes it's like whatever. And
you know what I have to say about that?
What's that?
Welcome to the Lasso Hotel.
Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere, didn't it?
Nowhere, man.
But the thing is, like, so a lot of people, and I have not tasted that whiskey, so I have no frame of reference.
I don't
other
either.
than having light whiskey many times in the past.
Yeah, poking fun.
But to me, like, I think when you start, you know, kind of like a lot of people after it won were talking about the age statement, and I was like, I mean, again, I haven't tried it, and I don't know the brand or anything, but like, to me, when it comes to age statements, I don't view the age statement on a light whiskey or a Canadian whiskey the same as an age statement on a bourbon or a rye. I get it. It's 18 years or 24 years or whatever you want to say.
2 and subtract 12.
Right. But it's like, if you're going into it thinking it's going to taste like a 12-year-old Kentucky bourbon or 15-year-old or an 18-year or 20, it's like you're probably not going to get that. You're going to get something that's a little bit sweeter. Well, not a little bit, a lot more sweet, a lot less oak. So, you know, I think that age statements, while they're cool and I like to have them, I love transparency and all that, I have to kind of like take them a little bit with a grain of salt. So, you know.
Weller 12 rolls off the tongue. Weller 11 does not.
You know, it is. Isn't that funny though? How like there are certain ages that get more attention than others. You know, 7 and 8, or 6, 7, 8 tend to fight for attention there.
I feel like 11's out in the wind. Nobody ever
either 10 or 12.
11.
Yeah. It's 10 or 12, and then
no one likes the snake eyes.
You might get a 13 here and there. You know, you might get a 14 here and there, but then 15 and 16 you get a lot of, and then 17 and 18 get some love. You know, But really, if you think about it, like, it's like 8's a big one, and 12's 8, 10, and 12. I think are the ones you like.
It's also just historic. I mean, go back to the history of bourbon. When it was age shaded, it was 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15.
Yeah. And then you would have the whole, we're going to do our own little thing and have like 7 summers and that kind of stuff, you know, to kind of set ourselves apart, you know. So, you know, age statements, they're cool, but they're not always, you know, they don't always translate to the profile.
So, Kenny Mills.
Yes. Do you enjoy that poured?
You poured something. You gave us something exquisite.
Yes.
And I'm curious.
It's very good. Very good.
Are we going to rate that?
Dark liquor.
I'm guessing this is not 2025, so I don't have to rate it, right?
Don't have to rate it.
It's leftovers from last year's blinds. I can tell by that.
Is it the Infinity Bowl?
I don't think so.
Size 18.
Ooh.
Is it really?
Okay.
Yeah.
My goodness.
It's good. Great, dude.
Mm-hmm.
What year?
2024. It's fire.
This
It's fire,
is like,
fire. Like fire.
Liquid rock candy with some
great.
like
It's great.
licorice flavor. Like, it's just all over.
I've only had Saz 18 once before, so
This is, I love it.
only once.
and only once before, and it was after a lot of other stuff. So
You didn't fully enjoy it.
yeah, I remember loving it. I just That's all I remember. Is loving it.
It's a disgrace to BT fans.
What is?
David only having SAS 18 once.
Yeah.
He can't call himself
I mean,
Hey,
a BT
I wasn't going to
tater.
say anything, but I know with my boil and everything, I can't touch the man, hit him, nothing like that. So
Honestly, I do not care. Like, I mean, I do not care to chase anything anymore. Like, if it lands in my lap, awesome.
Yeah.
If it shows up on my local retail store shelves and it's not crazy priced, I'll buy it. Maybe every once in a while I'll see something online and get it. But the only thing I really actively go after are things that people basically tell me, hey, I've got this barrel dropping. It's phenomenal. You need to jump on this. And then I listen and I do it. As far as like doing the chasing the Pappy, chasing the B-Tack, I honestly do not care. And Buffalo Trace makes great whiskey, hands down,
100%.
no problem. I'm not talking bleep about Buffalo Trace at all. They make awesome stuff. I'm just not. I do not care. I mean, I will not wait in line.
Yeah.
I don't care about lottos. Like, I just don't do it. So that's
Like we
just,
talked about.
make that a shirt.
but they make great whiskey.
don't do it.
No problem at all. You know.
Just don't care.
Why used to give Buffalo Trace such a hard time because of all that stuff, but honestly, like, they are literally the very best SRP for the juice. I mean,
Uh-oh.
no, you're wrong. Dude, you're 100%
No.
wrong.
Wait,
Russell's 13 is $300.
No.
And they're giving this crap for 99 to 149. They have the strongest SRPs for premium juice.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. We're going
All
to go
right.
top end.
It's a
All right,
David
let's
and
go.
Kenny showdown.
What's the
Let's go.
most expensive bottle that Wild Turkey has released? Oh, no, SRP.
Generations.
450 Generations, right? Okay. What's the most expensive bottle Buffalo Trace has released?
$5,000, 7,500.
What's the second one?
$5,000, 2,500.
Third, you got OFC.
But hang on.
You
Hang
got
on.
Double Eagle.
That's fine.
You got Millennium.
You
You got
take-
the new thing that's coming out.
You take a GTS, you take a size 18 we just had.
Oh,
at
sure.
149
get
compared to
you.
I'm just saying.
I get, but
Look, I've got generations right there. Believe me.
but the
year in, year out.
ceiling on pricing
Oh yeah.
for Sazerac is way beyond the ceiling.
Oh, the ceiling
for
is.
Campari.
But I'm saying
way beyond
for
it.
regular traditional releases, look at their Pappy 23s, Pappy 20s, Pappy
But
15s.
Russell's 13 isn't a regular traditional release. That's an annual. Well, now it's going to be biannual.
But all these BTAC and Pappies are also annual.
I got you.
You're 99 to 149.
I got you. But
saying.
I haven't seen a $6,000 turkey yet.
Correct, but I also and I
I love this. Sorry.
Knock it off.
I think that there are more very fairly priced MSRP stuff from Sazerac. Like, it's just there's more.
Sure, and they
If we
make
go-
a lot more whiskey too.
100%. they
Yeah,
do.
it's just like Beam. You really want to give somebody credit for lower priced bourbon. I think we should really be talking about Beam. I mean, you can go get Knob Creek 18 right now. I can go to like probably 5 stores right now within a couple miles and go get Knob Creek 18, I would imagine. At least I
Yeah.
can locally. Knob Creek 15, Knob Creek 12. I mean, there was a 12 cask drink that everybody slept on until they realized it was really awesome. And then
Yeah.
everybody wanted it and they paid a fortune for it, but it was like $89 or something, you
Yeah.
know? It's like Beam puts out just tons and tons. I mean,
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, back when they were doing those Knob Creek single barrels like you have over there, like
Dude, those
13,
just
14,
money.
15-year single barrels for
59, 69
yeah,
bucks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now,
Wow,
where they
wow.
shot themselves in the foot a little bit is Booker's. I mean, going up to 100, 125-ish for 6-year, 7-year, maybe
With a story.
7, almost 8.
Yeah, with a story.
With and honestly, you know, most of the modern Booker's batches, from my experience, don't really live up to the Knob Creek single barrel picks that
Right.
were like, you know, and that's just my personal, you know, opinion.
No.
So I feel like there's a little bit of off pricing there in the Booker's line, but I get it. I mean, it's a pretty bottle. It's a, you know, it's a dedicated to Booker, you know, Mount Rushmore, you know, distiller, you know. So I mean, I get it, but you know, I think that for the most, I think the grand majority of Wild Turkey's catalog is not unfairly priced. I think that Russell Reserve single barrels a good price, Rare Breed's a good price, 101's a good price, 101.8's a good price, Russell's 10 is a good price,
Yeah.
6-year rye is a good price, the 80 proof's a good price. I mean, think of Russell's 15 in my opinion. I didn't think was overpriced at $250. I mean, I'd pay $250 all day for a Russell's
Sure.
15. I mean,
Right, but I'm just saying at 250, at 150, or then you got Pappy 23, GTS, size
get
18,
it.
all this other
I
stuff.
get it.
I'm just saying, yeah.
But I would
I
probably
would also take it. I'd take an $89 Russell's pick over an Elmore or Rock Hill.
Yeah.
So I mean, don't get me wrong.
Hands
Like
down,
100%. Yeah.
But those are fairly priced too. I mean, like if you paid SRP for
That's what I'm saying. Those
Yeah,
are-
Yeah.
true SRP. Yeah, you do have the OFC Double Eagle Millennium Eagle 25,
Daniel LaRue,
the Daniel Weller, but the
and then you got-
Daniel Weller.
yeah, Daniel Weller. That's what it is. Daniel Weller.
much
but I
forgotten
don't think
about.
the MSRP on that's high, is it?
It was
Daniel Weller,
500, 800, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Stephen
up there.
had a good
It was like 8-year
conversation about
whiskey.
Daniel.
I mean,
Right.
it had a compass. I mean,
Sure.
you could get drunk and go home, but I mean, but yeah, I mean, again, and I hear this argument all the time because I'm a big Wild Turkey fan. They always come in, why can't you be like Buffalo Trace? So they're like, first of all, I don't work there. But anyway, I'm like, Buffalo Trace is not the saint of whiskey. I mean, they're not
Sure.
going out there and like handing out
Oh, no,
free
no.
whiskey
I think
to
they're the
people.
opposite of the
Yeah, I
saints.
mean, like,
they create their shortness. They create their secondary.
Yeah.
You guys
100%.
forgot about E.H. Taylor's Distillers Council. That's a bottle that's
Oh, yeah,
brand
that
new,
just
right?
came
Isn't that
out.
what it's called?
What's that cost?
And the crystal decanter.
Beautiful.
I think it's like 1,500 or something.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Beautiful.
yeah.
something like that.
So,
There you
I
go.
mean,
I'd rather have that than Woodford Baccarat or whatever.
yeah.
Hey, me too.
Fair point.
So, like, I mean,
We
Amen.
agreed on that. Yeah,
Amen.
yeah.
David,
But,
do you want to drink the new Russell's 13 by itself, or do you want me to blind you with it and some other stuff?
Oh, let's just take it by itself.
All
I mean,
right,
it,
give me a
you
second
know,
to grab it.
it's,
Ooh.
but yeah, I mean, I want to give it its fair attention. But I think Buffalo Trace makes fantastic whiskey, and I think the majority of it is priced fairly. But they have their offenders, just like Wild Turkey has its offenders,
Right.
And just like there's other, like you mentioned, the Woodford Baccarat. I mean, there's other ones, and honestly, I don't even have a problem with that either. I'm just trying to say that, like, you know, there are multiple brands that have pricing all over the map.
Oh, yeah.
And in this day and age where whiskey's at right now,
Right.
if you don't have a luxury item and you're a big brand, you're missing out. I mean, you really are. And
Hey.
so you can get mad because somebody comes out with a $200, $300, $500, $2,000 bottle, whatever, but they're aiming for a market. It's just like, if you get mad about that, I mean, do you get mad when your neighbor buys, you know, a Porsche? You know, it's like,
some people do.
well, I guess so. I mean, it's just pure jealousy, though. I mean,
Sure.
you're not really looking at things, you know, through a clear lens. So I feel like, you know, if you're a large whiskey brand, you should be marketing to both bottom, top shelves.
Right.
I mean, it's just how it is, you know.
And here's the thing for me, like, I love to hear you guys talk about this, but for me, like, my Buffalo Trace, like, when people say, what's your favorite bourbon or what's your favorite distillery, I always gravitate toward Trace because I like a broader number of their catalog, and then I very quickly follow it up with saying, and I'm coming to appreciate a lot of the stuff Wild Turkey is doing much more, and I didn't have that experience before, but, like, when it comes to price, yes, we do use it on our podcast to talk about Pass Try Buy, but you're also talking to a guy over here that spent, you know, almost $1,000 on a bottle of 15-year-old Pappy last year, and immediately popped it for the podcast, and then popped it for the
Yeah,
for
if
the
you spending
best of.
$1,000 on that, it's like us spending $200. I mean,
Oh
you just
no!
gotta
Don't
like
start that! Don't you start
know.
that! My point is I didn't hesitate because I knew that I probably couldn't get my hands on it any other way, and so I did it, and I don't regret that I did. So I sometimes I'm pretty critical about price, but I think that when we talk about retail prices, it's important because bourbon is going through a lot of change right now. So of course, it's a good argument, good conversation to have.
Well, that's
On the
different.
table.
It's different.
It's sweet, but higher proof. It's
Yeah.
not the oakiness.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, David Jennings has never had this.
No, I've not.
Never had it.
Never had this
Oh,
one.
so you got to give us
I don't know how
your
that's
full report like it's a
possible.
blog.
You know, wanna,
We're starting up the mashup blog.
what's that?
I like it. It's I don't think it's my favorite of the batches.
It's not 3 ounces.
Really?
No, it's not my favorite.
keep it.
I think my favorite is still the second one. I think the second release of Russell's 13 is still my favorite.
I hate that one. That's my least favorite.
Love it. Love it. I will lick it off the table. It's so good.
I gotta
Party in
blind you,
USA.
man.
Yeah, it's.
All right, we're blinding all the batches.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
All the batches.
All right.
Yes, we are.
So,
give me that glass, bud.
but it's really good. No, I mean, I love it. It's.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when Kenny goes on his warpath.
Warpath.
Yeah. As soon as anybody says anything, he
So
just
the
goes.
thing about the December 21 batch
Yeah.
is like it has this super sweet oak. to it. Like, I mean, like super concentrated sweet oak.
Because it has 20-year whiskey in it or something.
Yeah. And it kind of reminds me, and God, Bruce is going to get bleeped for this, but it does have this like chewy sweetness on the oak that's you get sometimes with like older Michters, older Brown Foreman-y kind of, like where you get, it's like, it's not bitter. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got you.
You get that.
That be like, why is Bruce going to be mad about this?
Well,
but yeah,
I hate to compare one brand to another brand.
Right,
But what I'm trying to relate it to a profile is like, I love it when you can take a whiskey out that long and the oak doesn't become bitter. Like if it stays sweet. Right. I mean, I think that's a cool thing. So, if I remember correctly, I think that was the one where it was essentially the same lots as the first batch, but it was like a little bit higher floor. It was like a floor or two higher than the rest. And to me, that was my jam. Like, I mean, I just really enjoy that batch. I get it. Everybody just wants the first one or the third one or whatever. Everybody's got their their preference. But to me, I just really like the December 2021 one. It just hit me different, and I've always loved it. So
that's batch. Was that 2?
2, yeah.
2, okay.
Yeah. So this is great. I think this is better than I want to say the last 2 batches, but the last 2, I say batches with quotes because they're really just the same liquid, like 4 and 5 or like,
oh, don't worry. He already covered that in this video.
Yeah. I mean, I hate the whole batch thing because when it's not labeled a batch, you don't really even know what it is. But anyway, but to me, this one is like, I'd rank this one about on par with like the third batch.
Okay.
Like, I mean, as far like just off first tasting, before I really did like a review and evaluation.
Oh God, watch out.
Okay, and now Kenny's putting 4 glasses in front of me.
You can't mix them.
All right.
What do the rest of us do? What do you guys want to blind? Some of the dusty shelf?
I mean, David said to open a bottle.
Hook me up with the Cam special.
Kenny, do you have any Yellow Rose of Texas from 1981?
I would like to compare all the Pappies.
If I have it open, I might.
You just need to give him a controversial take and really get that engine going. He's like, so just make up something like, 1960 Stitzel is kind of trash. I really hate that Cream of Kentucky Van Winkle. Man, that stuff's awful.
Which Van Winkle rise again did you think were trash?
2015.
2015.
It's crazy how much I liked your 2015 better than the 2010 or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
It's wild.
All right, I'm getting in the zone, so y'all chat.
You get in the zone.
I'm in the zone.
You need to worry about us. You can take your headphones off if you want.
Damn, that's good.
I like this, dude. It's great.
Good.
I think it's really good.
Crushed it.
The 13?
Yeah.
It's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It's just
Yeah.
No, I was wondering because, admittedly, I was the guy who had Russell's 15 and thought it was hot. That's recorded for everybody to hear on the podcast. And then the second time I had it, I think we were in Nashville on the way back from Jack Daniels. And I still said, you know what? It's still hot to me. And that was my bottle, I believe, because I think I brought that. And then something magical happened. And I know people hate this. Kenny hates it a lot.
Oh, did you just mix a glass up?
no. I put it back because I was like,
okay.
I'm gonna screw this up. I was gonna put them in order, and then I'm like, wait, I don't know what they are.
All you do is pull your favorite forward or whatever.
Yeah, I've already getting an order here together.
Right,
So
Okay. So the second time I had it felt the same way. And then about 4 months later, I had it sitting on the shelf, opened it one night, and just was like, man, this is the most delicious whiskey ever. And I still rated it as such in the blinds. So I think that for that one, it needed to be open a little bit. I don't know why. It just needed to be open.
Okay.
For me, it changed, and I might be in the minority or whatever. I just know that one changed for the better for me by a lot. So much so that I went from not wanting to have any backups. I think I had 2 bottles initially and sold my backup. And then I went out and found myself 2 more bottles because I really wanted to have it. So,
did you think the same thing? Yeah. It was fresh crack. It was good, but not like wow. Or did you?
I think I was pretty hyped on it pretty early, but I do think that, and I think Bruce will tell you this too. It is a big, intense whiskey.
Yeah.
And so that's not a crazy statement to me.
Okay.
But
because when I first got it, I came home and I blinded it against Russell's 13 batch 1 and 3 and Buckner's 17, Buckner's 15, something else. Right. And I thought it was good, but not worth the hype. So I sold a couple. And once my bottle opened up, I'm like, oh crap, it's amazing. I went back and bought more bottles.
So how long have the bottles been open to get
once
to that
I tasted
level?
it 30,
think
40
mine
days
was-
later.
I think mine was 4 months when I
Oh, 4 months.
started
I tasted mine 30 days, 45 days later, and I was like, oh, wow,
Month
this
and a half.
changed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, what's your order?
Oh,
All right.
wow. That was
And-
quick.
Yeah, I'm just doing this off the fly here. Now,
Okay.
I've had a good bit of whiskey today, but
Steven, can I see your phone?
Ladies
I should took a picture. I don't know what the
okay,
order
okay.
was. What's your order? First place.
glass one's my first
All
right
right. Second place.
now. Glass 3,
All right. Third place.
glass 4,
All right.
last place is glass 2.
All right. Your first place is batch 1.
Okay,
Your second place is batch 3.
okay,
Third place is batch 2.
okay.
And your last place is the new batch.
Okay, well, I've been proven wrong.
That's all right.
Wow.
Well, I landed
I
into
love 1 and
the
3, though.
conventional
1
secondary
and 3.
order there.
Yeah,
just
1 and
you
3.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was all blind. I didn't want to overthink it. I'm like, I'm just going to
Yep.
do, and then just go for it. So, yeah, those are great.
1 and 3 is so good.
So the last one is what I thought was my favorite.
Yeah. Batch
Well,
2.
no, the third one.
Third one.
Yeah. Well, they're all good. So
No, but they are. That's the thing.
That's the thing. Yeah, you're not talking about what's
It's
good
splitting
and bad.
hairs too.
it really is.
Just like what you said. Like literally, even though we like our top 10.
Yeah.
Dude, but our top 30 is great.
Yeah.
Like you can walk in a liquor store and find 400 bottles you don't want to buy.
Right.
So our 30th place, our 40th place is still very, very, very good whiskey.
Yeah. Well, there's just a ton of. That's another thing too. You get a lot of folks that get angry about like not getting a release. You know, like must be nice. You know,
Yeah.
like you see comments it's like, dude, if you can't find a good bottle of whiskey at your liquor store, you're like you have no tongue. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You know, you don't have to have every single bottle. You know.
Well, I mean, sort of. But
I'm at the
but
wrong
you can't
house.
complain. But you can't complain about it.
So we're 6 months. We're about halfway through the year, right?
Right.
So what has been your best pour so far?
Ooh. Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, the guys
That's
that have
very
drank
good
a
question.
lot.
Yeah.
More so than me.
Ooh, wow. That's a tough
So
one.
what I thought was whiskey of the year
Right.
going
Right.
into our blinds a couple
wrong,
weeks
bro.
ago is not my whiskey of the year, evidently based on my blinds.
Right.
Really? Because I already, before I asked that question, I figured I knew what the answer from you was going to be.
Well, all right. So leading up to this year,
No, this.
oh no, I take it back. Never mind. My favorite that I said is my favorite. That is that Willet single barrel. I said
was
that
your
was the
highest
best.
score?
But I also
Okay.
said that going into it. I said
not what I thought.
that the Calumet 18
That's what I
was well, no, but I said Calumet 18 was my best batch whiskey.
Okay.
Just like
But the best I'd had was that Willet 11 year, and it still is. That was my highest score.
mainstream. Mainstream is what you were saying. about
Mainstream,
Calumet
yeah.
18,
But it came to be proven that Calumet 18 ended up not being my number one in the blinds for mainstream. But that Willet still is. That was my highest score by far,
yeah,
and that's our first place that night.
I think that going back to your original question, I have something to throw on top of that whenever we get through everybody's. But I mean, obviously the Calumet 18, loved that. You know, tried that, J Hob.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to go on my list. Like I do a top 10, you know, at the end of the year, but my top 10 is not these are the best whiskeys in the world for. It's like of all the stuff I tried, this was the stuff that like spoke to me, and it's not necessarily that like I could put it up in a blind and it would win against something. It's just like
Where'd
I
it
really
take you?
enjoyed
The
these
experiences. Where'd it
Yeah,
take
this
you?
is like kind of what made me happy this year.
All right, so back up. So pause on that. That's how Alves and I felt about FEO2. Mm-hmm. FEO2 was not maybe the best whiskey that
was
year.
our favorite,
but
though.
it was our favorite. Like just a thing to sit and sip on.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. And see, I think there's a lot of credit to be given for something like that because I'll give you an analogy. Say you're like a big guitar player fan, like, you know, Steve Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, you know, Eric Clapton, whoever that might be. Okay.
Jim
Okay.
at Banners.
And you enjoy. Let's just
that's one thing I can't see is Kenny up there karaokeing with a live band.
Dude, I can't. I wish I could sing. I can't sing worth nothing.
You practicing country music?
I can't sing anything.
Yeah, you could.
No, dude.
Get that gravelly voice.
anybody can karaoke. All you have to do is get drunk enough. But yeah, I mean, like, say you had like a room of like 5 of the best guitarists in the world, right? And there's one in there who's like your favorite. Like I love the stuff that he or she does, and I'll listen to it all the time, right? And then they do this thing where they put you in a closet and put headphones on you, and you can't see who's playing. And they each play 5 different solos, and you have to pick your best one. You go, oh man, that one's the best. That's the best solo, whatever. And it's like, and you find out it's not your favorite guitar player, right? Well, that's just because what they chose to play that night or the mood you were in or whatever kind of affected that. And I kind of feel like blind tastings, while totally valid and and are worth doing, and I do them myself, and they're a great way to kind of eliminate bias. They don't necessarily always translate into enjoyability. And I think that whenever you have whiskeys that you really love, you're like, God, I just love this. And if you put it in a blind, you just know, okay, it's probably not going to do that great because, I don't know, it could be because of the proof or the age or whatever. But you just really love that whiskey. And I think there's something to be said for that. So, like, when I do my top 10, it's kind of like that. It's like these are the 10 whiskeys that, like, I spent time with and I enjoyed them a lot, or I was super impressed. Like, for example, the Star Hill Farm is going to go on my top 10 list just because I was totally expecting to not like it.
There you go.
And then, like, I was like, Makers came up with something different, and it was actually really good. Like, it was, like, would it win in a blind? Probably not. Like,
they innovated.
You throw it up against some others. It's probably not going to land very high. But I was impressed. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good price, a good proof. I mean, it was cool. So, those are the kind of things I like to throw on the list because I feel like they deserve a little bit more credit. And then I think there's some other whiskeys that get a lot of hype that, like, I'll try them at first and be like, oh, bleep, that's awesome. And then, like, as I sip them, I'm like, I don't know if it's as awesome as I remember it. Like, and nothing against Michter's. I love what Michter's does, but PFG was that way for me. I first got PFG. I was like, this is awesome. Love this French oak, so intense and unique. But the more I sipped on it, I'm like, this is just like, sometimes just too much. Sometimes just too much wood. And I'm just like, I just can't do this tonight. Like, it's just too much,
So that's what we do talk about, is that it's splitting hairs on a lot of those, and we could literally have a different order the next time because it's so close.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's different ways to look at it, but it's funny because, like, I just did this blind and, again, landed in the conventional, like, secondary order that, and like, something to say for that. But if I just had this new one, and that was all I had in my house.
That's what I'm still sipping on.
This would be like top of the mountain.
Yeah, that's what I'm still sipping on right now.
I'm sure, like, look at your collection here. I mean, you've got a zillion top of the mountains, It just depends on the day,
Very, very lucky.
One thing that I wanted to say about Whiskey of the Year so far, there were 4 whiskeys that I liked. There was the River Roots Short Barrel, which did not perform as well for me on the blinds. Mm-hmm. There was also, what was the other one? The Calumet 18. Mm-hmm. And then there was the Essence, the one that you selected, Ryan, the BGK pick, which was amazing. And then the only one I would add to that we did not taste, I don't think we tasted the blinds, was the JD 14.
Yeah, we don't have it.
Okay.
So, well, I'll tell you, I've had the 14 a couple times, and I've done the comparison, and I've sipped it by itself. And I think that batch 3 of the 12-year is significantly better than the 14.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. Yeah. Not that the 14 is not good. Yeah. The 14 is great, but I just enjoy the 12-year batch 3 a lot more than the 14.
We got a sample of the 14. I think it was John Lair, right?
I think so,
the podcast.
Did that,
It was good, but it wasn't remotely worth secondary for us.
And I'm not saying the profile is anywhere close to each other, but in the way that the batch 3 of JD12 is like, it has that syrupy kind of thing that kind of like harkens back to like Dusty's, like Cheesy Gold Foal and things like that. Not that they have the same profile, but you get that syrupy, sweet oak, and like I mean that third batch of the 12-year is just killer to me and much better than 14.
If you're following along at home, David Jennings just said that 12-year JD is just like Cheesy Gold Foil.
Oh boy!
Of course.
Secondary price.
I'm just kidding, man.
So Ryan, what about you then? For you,
man, I don't know. If I'm talking to like a mainstream release, then I think Russell's 13.
Let's do mainstream, and then let's do
I think Russell's 13 is I think the best thing I've had, or my favorite thing. I really like Calumet 18 too. It didn't perform well in the blinds, but we blinded it a couple times, and we picked it over Russell's 15.
Russell 15 and 09 GTS.
And 09 GTS.
I'm sorry. No. 2019 GTS.
2019, not 09. So I like the Calumet a lot. And then I don't know that there's been another mainstream release this year that I've had that are sort of come close to those two. Everything else has just kind of been one-offs or barrel picks or really, really limited stuff. I really love the 20-year Varial at St. Nick. Thought that was awesome. I think
tasted great.
That scored well. I think that was probably my highest score. I'd have to look back at my things or from the blinds we did a couple weeks ago. Evernorth pick we did was great. This new Elkwood pick that I did is awesome. It's
Single
just been
barrels
a lot
are-
of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get into like a whole
Oh, it's a
new
different deal.
it's like you have like you were talking about the mainstream releases. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Then you get into single barrels, and it's almost like it exists in its own universe. you
Well,
know?
so that's the thing. Other than this year, going and buying Calumet 18
Yeah.
at a liquor store, the last 2 years, I've not hardly stepped into a liquor store at all. I only buy single barrel picks. My buddies do, or I do, or somebody else I know
Right.
does, because that just tastes better,
Right.
especially for
Right.
the money.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like that my list is probably more so than ever, is very heavy on
Picks.
barrel picks.
Yeah.
Or these one-off things.
So for me, still that Willet
yeah.
is the best.
It's very good.
but that's also just only available one-off pick. And then honestly, that Evernorth.
Yeah.
That Evernorth scored so high for me. That's the one you love too, Steven.
Yeah.
And you were shocked at the proof. I was shocked at the proof, or at how it tasted for the proof.
Yeah.
So that Evernorth was a BGK.
And the color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Willet,
definitely.
the BGK, Russell's 15, and Calumet 18. That's probably like my
Is that
four.
it over there?
I don't have one. Oh, I've got it. Hang on.
What do you mean?
You got it somewhere.
You didn't get one?
It's in a box, isn't it?
No, I didn't get one. You didn't give me one.
That's a lie.
That's your Rhino pick from December last
that's
year.
not what I was.
Oh, that's last year's.
You did. I didn't get one. You didn't give me one.
Oh,
you
you're a
didn't give me
liar.
a link. Here it is, right there.
You're a liar, dog.
Oh, he made fun of me in the podcast. See that he othered me in the podcast. And it's like you didn't
Kenny,
get one.
I
'cause
didn't
you
get.
come
I didn't
along
get a
with
link
us.
either, man.
You didn't get a link,
I didn't get a
dude.
link either.
He's lying.
No,
All right, I'm a liar. I got
honestly,
a link, and I was just trying to get an extra bottle.
Truth comes out.
but
You didn't get a link. You're right.
the funny thing is like though, even with my own picks and stuff, like I'll forget to
Just
send
trying to get another
I'll forget
bottle.
to send
Oh,
links to
God.
people, and it's like, I'll tell them about something like, I went to Four Roses or whatever. Oh, and shoot me that, whenever you get, and it's hard to keep track of all
lot,
this stuff,
though.
It's just,
Yeah.
So, okay, what is this? Is that? I think
That's
I had this before, but I'm gonna have it again.
Evernorth.
No, you haven't had that yet.
Oh, I haven't had this.
This just
one yet.
came out.
Fire.
Wait. Do you have a clean glass?
I'm gonna rinse it out. But yeah. Now the more I go back to the new Russell's 13, the more it's opened up, and
opened up, yeah.
I like that it's very like
Punchy.
it's the other three have a lot more spice and a lot more like woody spice,
Right.
And this one is more sweet. It's more like pastry. You get like that buttercream frosting and everything up front, but then it does kick in with the oak. It just like with the other ones are very oak forward, and this one is more like it kind of ends with the oak. You ever had like an artist, they do a remix?
Right.
It's like some of the same notes from the old ones are in this one. It's just you don't get them up front. It's like it kicks
kind of
off
the
with a
back.
new intro, and it's like, wait, what's going on with this? And you're like, oh, okay, I get it now. It's like, so
Yeah.
love that.
One thing that I absolutely love is that Kenny keeps saying he's not gone to any liquor stores. Yet I know he goes to Justin's House of Bourbon all the
You don't
time.
buy bleep though. Just drink
That's the
some
thing.
free
Free,
stuff.
dog. Come on now.
What is Justin's? Though? Is Justin's is the convenience store?
Speaking of which,
Free, dude.
speaking of which, I've got something that
Oh, you got your
some
coin.
of you guys don't have. I've got the new Justin's challenge coin.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's a good looking coin.
It's a throwdown there.
Yeah.
Woo, look at that! I'm
The
gonna
old,
steal this now.
the Pog. Remember the Pog
Yeah, I remember
slammers?
Pog.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You walk into Justin's with that thing and slam that
Bleep.
on the counter, and they have to pour you something really good.
Pour me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to step up my
On
game and
the
actually
house.
buy more stuff. Then
You do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yep.
A bourbon.
All right.
Let's see what Evernorth's doing here. I had the one. Was it the short barrel Green River that you had?
Right.
That was awesome. But
So-
is this another one?
Yes.
16% rye or
Yes.
21?
16.
Okay.
This one's silly, dude.
I would love to have a little bit more of that if it's okay with Kenny.
That's great.
Wow. I
not
love Green
everything.
River. I mean, like
Yeah.
Green River just
They're doing
makes,
good stuff, man.
makes great whiskey.
7 years, 140 proof, 18 bottles.
Woo! That's good. That's really good. That it almost has that Heaven Hill kind of
Yeah.
vibe to it, Where it's like so intense. It's like well,
What did you say to me earlier when we were talking about that? You said,
well, that was the Saint Nick.
it
Wasn't
was,
it?
but the phrase that you used, someone like wrings out the barrel stave.
Yeah, it's almost like you took a stave and you wrung it out like it was a wet towel. I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of what you get
all
with
that
these
like
things.
concentrated stuff in
Yeah,
there.
but in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I could see if this were like a 10 or 11 year barrel, it might be bad. Like, you're like,
Right.
oh, okay, this just went too far. But like for 7 years, like, woo, that was a good time
David,
to pull this.
That 11-year Willet Hazmat
Uh-huh.
and this are my 2 highest scores of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see it. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
You said how many? 18 bottles?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm the proud owner of none, unfortunately. So I would like to get one.
The liar.
Maybe I'll get one for the wedding.
Maybe.
He's really twisting there.
I know.
My goodness.
He's
Holy cow.
so poverty over here.
I mean, and these, I'll be honest, like, this is
hurting for it.
I mean, this is like phenomenal. But this is like the kind of whiskey that, like, I pour a little bit to impress the bleep out of somebody.
100%.
You know? And so 18 bottles make sense. This is not something you're going to want to, like, drink all the time. You know, super high proof, super concentrated, but super impressive all the same.
Yeah.
So we talk about a lot, though. We'll talk about, all right, if we've got, give me a 1 ounce, 2 ounce or something, or we're going to sit and we're going to hang out and we're going to sip half the bottle. Some things are like, I want that 1 ounce, 2 ounce of just wildness. And sometimes other things you need something a little bit different that you can drink more of. This is so rich that you can't drink 4 or 5 ounces over an hour with it. Or else
Well, you can, but.
Well, yeah.
Kind of like the new MGB pick by you. The new bottle coming out.
Yeah.
I could crush that half the bottle.
Yeah, I mean,
That's really good.
It's I guess it's such an individual thing, and I feel like that needs to be celebrated more in whiskey, because I feel like people get on these like they get on these like one-way lanes where it's like, it's got to be this, it's got to be this.
What's your favorite?
And it's like,
No,
does
it's
it?
not.
Does it have to be that? Like, you know, it's like you know, people are gonna be like, what the hell's he talking about? But like, I mean, I've really kind of dug into the Dickel portfolio.
I was about to say
lately.
George Dickel 13, and you just took the words right out of my mouth.
Okay, now,
Okay,
granted, there is plenty of Dickel that is not my jam. Okay?
Dick Dickel.
They're more Dickel is not your jam.
Right. But
Then
when they do something right,
yeah,
it's
I agree.
really good. I mean, and
agree.
I feel like one example of that is, I think that the 8-year bourbon that they have, just the 8-year 90
great.
proof bourbon, it's good.
$30
It's
or something.
It's 30
$35
bucks.
Yeah,
It's a good whiskey. Like, it's not something you're going to take to a bottle share and brag about or anything like that. But like, if you're just at home relaxing, whatever, smoking a cigar, whatever, you're going to have perfectly fine night with that whiskey's. You know, it's just good. So I think that, like, people get in these lanes, especially if you're, and to anybody listening that's kind of new to the hobby, don't fall into the traps of a lot, like what a lot of people say online, because like, oh, Dickel's all, and like they kind of like Dickel's all bad. It's like, no, that's not really true. And some of those 15-year private barrels can be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 plus years old, you know, and it's like $50-$60, you know. It's like, if you're new to the hobby and you're looking to get something with some age in it, that's probably a good place to start, because number one, you can find it, and number two, it's not expensive. And it's like, that profile may or may not work for you, but at least you can check that box. Like, hey, I just had a 16-year, you know, straight whiskey and whatever, you know. So, and you see it too with the buffalo turkey. Like, it just went nuts.
Yeah.
And people were paying like $2,000, $2,500, almost $3,000 for like a buffalo turkey single barrel.
R.I.P. to the
Yeah,
person
man.
who paid $3,000 and is divorced now.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, I mean, like, I get that it was a good whiskey. I'm not saying that it wasn't good or excellent or whoever. And this is not a knock on any NDP or, you know, anybody put. I'm just saying that, like, I don't get that. Like, and it just feels like the only thing I can think of that explains it is people get in these like one-way lane thinking, and you know, it's like, I have to have this to have the best, and it's like, you're just not trying enough stuff. Like, just try some other stuff. Like, you don't have to pay $2,500 for a bottle. Like, I remember when I first got into it, I was buying Cheesy Goldfoil for $250, and I thought that was like a lot of money. Like, I
Outrageous.
can't tell my wife about this. Like, I'm buying this $250 bottle. This is insane.
I got a fantail if you want to try it.
A fantail? What's that? Hell yeah, I'll try that, dude.
Fantail?
Send it my way. The last label to carry Austin Nichols on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, on the back.
Here, I'll hand it to you.
Oh, that ain't a fantail.
That is a fantail.
That ain't a fantail.
Oh my God!
15-year tribute fantail.
Hey,
Yeah, that's a different kind of fantail.
Make him open his Holmes liquor fan, though.
Dude, have you not had the
Alves,
Holmes
you're
Bleep.
Oh, okay. Okay. No. So you'll roll out
Hang
the special
on.
stuff for guests like Cam, but when I come on, it's
Hang
like,
on.
you know what?
If you notice,
Can't do that shit.
If you notice, I didn't say Alves. I said Alves.
Okay.
I was like, you're in trouble. I'll use your full name, Alves.
I like that.
I mean, when Cam was on, you were about to call Julian. I mean,
Freaking home liquor. Daggone it. Son of a mother's uncle.
for those listening, we are drinking Tribute Export, which is in a fantail glass, but it is not a fantail in the conventional sense.
I just wanted to tell you that confessional here that I do like George Dickel by Leopold Brothers Rye. I love that. I actually got a bottle from one of our listeners, and I've already drank it before I could share it with anybody else. So it's already gone. And also Dickel 15-year single barrels or whatever they were that they put out there, like you were saying, they're 15, 17, 20.
Yeah.
It's a great
I've
buy.
had some of those that are really good too.
Yeah.
And so as much as I knock it, and I mentioned a 13-year because people kind of fell in love with that for the age statement and everything, but it's still kind of Flintstone vitamin-y. I've liked some George Dickel product, and I think that they got a high ceiling there because the TKO stuff is apparently Dickel distillate.
Yeah.
And that is
and that's
like,
got to be what they did in that Leopold Brothers.
It has to be.
It has to be.
It is just good stuff.
No,
man.
it is.
find it right
We confirmed it when we were at the distillery. That stuff was a collaboration with them. Now, I do think they redistilled it in their 3-chamber thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't straight. I think
rye.
they did kind of, if I recall correctly, they either blended it with some of their own stuff or they put it through and
The
redistilled it. But
thing.
there was some. It wasn't just straight up, Dickel rye and what y'all call this? What, a facts optional podcast?
Yeah,
It's
absolutely,
Like,
always.
so I'm just trying to go from what I remember from being there a couple weeks ago. But yes, there was some kind of collaboration there, and it wasn't just pure Dickel rye, from my understanding.
Yeah.
So
David just did a pick of Dickel, and it's 18 years
for Indalls with Wes,
for a charity for Alzheimer's, and
Yes.
it'll be
18 year.
under $100
Really?
for 18 year is crazy, and it's good.
Yeah, it's 98 proof or so.
Yeah, it's slow proof, but
Yeah.
it's like I had it today.
But that's wonderful.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the way they do it is they have I think it's like 5 or 6 proof points that they bottle at, and they just, wherever you're closest at, that's where they do it. But because, you have to have a SKU for each, proof point or whatever.
Right.
So that's their way of doing it. Like Wild Turkey just does 110 for Russell's or 101.
This was upstairs on the quote-unquote bunker because this was one of Alves' potential wedding bottles.
Oh.
Not no more. You're getting fresh, homeboy.
We all know that whatever you and me bring, whatever JT, Sloan, they're going to bring something that's like going to blow it away. So among many other people, so I'm not even going to
Something ain't
try.
wrong.
I'm not even going to try to compete on that level. I'll just bring a bottle of Benchmark. But here you
there
go,
you
buddy.
go.
I love you.
Top floor? Top floor?
Top one.
Yeah, very top
Going
floor.
for the good stuff this time.
Oh, yeah.
The premium Benchmark.
You should be able to
Top
twist
floor
it.
or full
Is that
proof?
old? I don't
You
think
should be
it's
able to
old.
twist it. It's Wild Turkey. It just is what it
Usually
is.
those Kentucky Spirit corks hold up pretty well. The one thing that I've had,
There you go.
the only breakages I've had on a Kentucky Spirit cork is when the wood separates from the
From
cork.
the cork, yeah. That's really the only thing that's
Yeah.
the problem with Wild Turkey.
Yeah.
With their corks is the wood, the glue.
Dude, you
What is this? The 15 tribute?
oh, that's insane. Yeah.
I don't think Steven understands what he's drinking over there.
It's not tribute. I mean, don't
Yeah.
go into it thinking you're going to get that profile.
But
But for a
15-year tribute, Steven, is like one of the very best or one of the very best turkeys of all time.
Daggone it.
on any given day of the week, it's the best. I mean, like you could swap
1A,
it out.
1B, 1C.
Yeah.
The blonde you did with Cam, those are, interchangeable for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
and they
did-
really are.
Really are.
You did that same one with me on the
And I'll have a
podcast.
different result, right? If I do it 5 times, I'll have 4 results,
Right.
3 results.
Well, I think you were trying to prove to me that the 2006 MDS isn't the end all be all. You're
Yeah,
trying to show me that, like,
right.
hey, and I think the 85 CGF is what won it for me, and the
Yeah.
Tribute was second. I think the MDS was third, something like that.
85 CGF is a monster.
Yeah, it's
Man.
it's a league its own.
This is legit why I love whiskey right here. Seriously. Because I'd never have tried this. Kenny, thank you.
The Evernorth is great.
Have they put out a bad
I'm
bottle?
looking for a checkout code. What's he say?
Is it Evernorth put out a bad bottle?
I don't know if they have. I don't know if they have or not.
I don't think they've put out bad stuff.
Because we've
And
tried
if it,
6.
and if it isn't your thing, it's going to be $64. So
Yeah.
Right.
it's not like
Yeah. No, they're doing great things, man. What?
I just took a sip of that.
told you.
I forgot
dog.
how good it was. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's
The
legit.
nose is awesome.
There is no Kentucky Spirit that's a
Ever.
traditional
That is the best Kentucky
ever
Spirit
made.
Other than maybe a pewter top from the 90s.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it beats Pewter Tops. I got Pewter Top right
I
there.
know. We don't know anything about this.
Nothing about it.
We don't know anything about it. 2015?
2015
tea.
That's good.
And you know it didn't age in tea because
Yeah.
tea was just built in like 2013 or something. So
Man.
We have always kind of thought it was like some type of barrel that they had
Yeah.
earmarked for an LE that just never made it.
This is stupid.
And it just got bottled up.
and
Just
the-
so you know, I paid over $500 for these.
I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing. That bottle set, and not bottle,
Yeah.
many bottles set in this liquor store in the middle of nowhere in like I think it was like Dalton, Georgia
Yeah.
or something. It was just like in this mom and pop liquor store, and it just sat there. And then 2018 or so,
You found them.
Brad
yeah.
Brad found him, a Patreon supporter. I can't remember the exact chain there, but Brad reached out and he was like, "Hey man, I'll help you out," and he got me a good many of them.
And I got some, yeah.
And then Ryan got some, and
Minty,
I have
dusty.
never found.
Doesn't it taste dusty?
It has
Isn't
a
that nuts?
dusty
This is
profile.
Stupid. Super
It,
crazy.
it tastes like no, like, and I've heard plenty of people say, "Oh, I've got a tea Kentucky Spirit from that year." It's like I'm like, I've tried. Believe me,
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to find another barrel like this. I've tried multiple teas from 2015, even Russell's picks that were teas,
yeah.
and none of them come close to this. They all taste great. Like, I mean, there's some good teas, there's some woody teas, but that one just has like it just tastes dusty. Like I tend to want to think that maybe it was a diamond, like something. I don't know.
I
Like
don't know.
something.
We've always thought it was like a LE holdover
Yeah.
that just didn't make it in the blend. Which
Yeah.
they have those.
I just poured a Pewter Top.
okay.
What'd you do that for, sir?
Because he's Kenny Mills.
I know. Needs no explanation. This guy.
It's going to be tough, but I mean, for 2015, I mean, that's not really that long ago. I mean, I know it's 10 years, but like in the grand scheme of the hobby, by 2015, plenty of people were hoarding Pappy and Weller and everything else. I mean, this was like
Real
after
quickly.
the boom.
I don't care
That's
what the
good.
cost is. This bottle needs to come back. Needs to come back.
Oh,
what do
yeah.
you think?
Yeah, tribute
Oh,
sick.
Oh, the shape of the bottle.
The shape, yeah. It's sick. They won't do it, but
Yeah, not the tribute itself, but the shape.
yeah, the shape. It's
What,
this is
you know
a
what gets
beautiful
me
bottle.
about that? Oh yeah, it was just too expensive. It doesn't fit good on a back bar. Blah blah. Long Branch
Yeah,
is
they're
the
different.
same, pretty much the same dimensions.
it's true.
You know,
It's true.
I think it's better than the Pewter Top.
Well, what did you pour?
The Pewter Top,
That's not a pewter top.
bro, it's a Pewter Top.
I'm sorry. I didn't see that.
It's a recorked pewter
The-
top.
I see.
yes,
I got
because
you.
the Pewter
Yeah,
Top
'cause-
itself, the cork broke.
I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. You want a donut? Try next to it.
Sure.
Well, just roll out a King of Kentucky while you're at it.
I got that. Yeah, we got that too.
Dang, a donut.
All right.
I've had a donut for 2 years, I think. You know what's amazing about it's like, okay, I don't get to taste enough whiskey, but I do have a very nostalgic brain that takes me back to different places and times at different moments where I'm thinking about certain things. And when I sip the donut, I don't even know how old that is or anything, but it just makes me feel like
98.
It's 98. Okay, there you go. I was gonna say it makes me feel like I'm transported back, like
High school.
yeah, that's yeah. In that
You
time.
drinking bourbon in high school?
Well, no, I was drinking some really cheap stuff back in high school.
I think we all were.
Yeah,
We were.
Virginia Gentleman
but you
was
know,
the first
for-
bottle of
well-
bourbon I stole.
Well, for me, so I was in college in '94, and so the cheap stuff was actually good stuff back then. I mean, you got to think
Well,
about
that's
it. This
true.
is pre-Fire Heaven Hill.
Yeah,
Wild
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, but we're just like shooting it and stuff. I mean, it's not we're not spending any time with it. It's just like you and Bruce in the garage.
Thank you, Eddie Russell.
Yeah, I mean, you're drinking like 0199 rare breed, with like Mountain Dew and
Right.
and you're just thinking this is what bourbon tastes like,
Or skipping that and grabbing his peach schnapps.
This is the real deal, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I love that.
fuzzy navels, right?
God, when you guys told that story about wine coolers and stuff, I'm like, you got your hands on anything you want. That's great premium turkey.
That's
You're
like the
drinking
first
wine
thing, right?
coolers. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I did the same thing.
Zima back in the day.
Zima. Oh my
Zima.
God. How much did you burp from Zima? Like, the burping was terrible. back
I
in
remember
Ohio.
being in high school and my friend at the time, my best friend at the time, he worked at Wendy's, and there was a liquor store across the street. It's no longer there anymore. But there was an older lady there that was just like, she was cool with us, and she was like, "What do y'all want?" And we're like, "Seriously?"
Oh,
She's
nice.
like, yeah. So we're like, Crown Royal. The best. We want the best whiskey ever. And she came back, and it was like, she had like a little liter of Crown Royal in the bottle,
Also
in the bag, and all
very
that.
similar bottle shape.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's true.
They're doing
That's
okay.
Yeah.
But
My God.
but I mean, I remember it like I was probably a junior in high school, and like, I mean, it was our prize. Like, we drove back home, like, it was like,
Oh, yeah.
looking at it, like
purple
taking it
bag.
out, looking at the bag. This is gonna be awesome.
Dude, this is crazy. How is a regular Kentucky Spirit hanging with a pewter top, the 15-year, and a donut? That's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
and
nuts.
cheers to Brad for making sure I had some bottles, because I mean,
How many do you have?
I've got one left. I burned through them. I mean, they, you're. When I first got them, I'm thinking, oh, it's just a good Kentucky Spirit. And then,
Right.
like, as the years go by,
It's like you
realize that, like, that was truly a special barrel.
So speaking of that, all right, so we are going to be in New York next month
Okay.
for the...
I'm sorry.
I know, but this is for the Hoochie
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 Music
Festival.
Music and Bourbon Festival.
It's actually called Whiskey and Music Festival. So they put whiskey first.
Oh.
Okay. So we're going to,
Nice.
moderate that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that means this is the one-time gig. They would never invite us back, which is cool. That's fine.
Oh, now it's time to go full Kenny then.
Off the expectations.
But one of the episodes that we're moderating is about is older, better, and older that.
Yeah.
It's just different, man. You can't.
Yeah.
I've not tasted much anything new
Yeah.
that like.
But think about it
just
like this.
do like the old stuff.
So maybe it's like this, Ryan. Maybe it's not so much that it's an LE throwaway. Maybe it's just like this Junkies pick or something where
It
it's
might
just
be.
it's just like that barrel just
Yeah.
had the right environment, right staves, whatever it was, that just made it turn out the way it was, And
Yeah, I like to think it's an LE throwaway.
I like that
It just
too.
makes me feel better about
Yeah.
my purchases.
Well, whatever it is, whoever let that go through quality control, thank you. It's
just
just like
poured-
the LOME. It's
Yes.
just like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Pour
you.
more donut. Man.
Yeah.
This donut is stupid.
But yeah, I mean, and that's the beauty in single barrels too. And that's another thing too, that like I'm getting to the point now where batches don't really mean as much to me as blends and single barrels. I feel like, and people that, well, aren't batches and blends the same thing? To me, no. Like, to me, a batch is when you take like a bunch of barrels of pretty much the same thing and you put them together, and that's a batch. Whereas like a blend is like, I'm going to take some of this, some of that, whatever, and you kind of put it together and it works in a beautiful way. Like recently I signed up for the Barrel King Club, and that Epsilon blend that they put out was awesome. I mean, I loved it. And it's like, I feel like blends and single barrels just have this cool thing about them, because like single barrels are this unique kind of like, they're one of one. Like you can never like redo that. Like once you have that single barrel, that's it. Blends are kind of like that. They're a little bit more repeatable, but the right blend in my mind is like something that can't truly be repeated perfectly over and over again. Like if you come up with this like amazing blend, like that is it. Like that is the thing, I feel like that's kind of like where my mind is going lately, is cool single barrels, cool blends.
Video's back, baby.
Oh, okay.
David, you were in the middle of a thought about blends and single barrels.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's kind of like, I feel like, nothing against like small batches. I know that
Right.
like for a very long time, I think Beam was the one that really kind of marketed it when they had that small batch collection. They first came out with like the Basil Hayden, Knob Creek,
Right.
Booker's.
Right.
That was kind of Baker's. That was their like small batch collection, and like people latched that like small batches were this cool thing, like it's a special thing.
Right.
It was small. Our batches are small. It's like, in my opinion, and this is just from now that I've gotten into working on blends and stuff at home,
Right.
I realize that the more barrels that you of the same thing that you dump into something, it starts flatlining. It starts becoming, and not that that's a bad thing. If like you want like a consistent profile, I think batches are the way to go. I think batches are how you reach that consistent profile, because what it does is it takes those barrels that have the special qualities, whether they're special good or special bad, and it kind of brings them back to the middle, kind of brings them back neutral, you know.
Right.
So it works for products like Wild Turkey 101, Evan Williams, you know, Black Label, whatever. Batching a bunch of barrels to get to a standard profile works for those kind of things. But I think the small batch as a premium thing is kind of dead in my mind. I feel like that's not as special as it used to sound. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you're kind of netting the results. I'm like, you're taking all these special barrels and then all these not so special barrels, you're batching them together and you're coming up with a consistent profile. And that's cool for 30, 40, 50 bucks or whatever. But you're not going to be bragging about it to your friends. You know, you're not going to be like, oh man, I had this Knob Creek small batch that was awesome. It was just like, no, it was good. You know,
And think too. Go ahead, please.
I was saying, so it's kind of like 89 octane.
I'm blown away by it.
No one wants it.
Well, no, I don't want to say. I think there's plenty of people that buy Knob Creek 100 proof. I think it's worth every damn penny. I think that the 9-year Knob Creek is great, but I do think that when you batch barrels, you lose a lot of the things that make those barrels special.
Right.
And so to me, I feel like if you're looking for something unique and something special and something to brag about or take to a bottle share, I think single barrels and then blends are what you need to be doing. Yeah. If you just want like a consistent pour to sip every night or smoke your cigar or watch a movie or take to somebody that you know is going to be a hit every time, like, you know, take them, you know, a bottle of Blanton. Well, Blanton's a single barrel. Any old like Buffalo Trace, whatever. You take them a batched product, and you know what you're giving them before. You don't have to taste it. You know what it tastes like before you give it to them. Like, I know what this is going to taste like.
1910, 1920, baby.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah. So I think there's something to what you're saying, though. What differentiates a small batch? Like, I think what ends up differentiating it is sometimes the things that we look toward, like age statement and proof and things like that.
Right, yeah.
Because if you look at what's happened with Elijah Craig Barrel Proof since they added an age statement, right? The specific age statement. Once they did that, it turned into like all about that one that they released that was older than 13.
It became not as cool.
The new one now is like 10 years, 7 months, and everyone's like, it's on the shelf. It's on the shelf everywhere.
Yeah.
It had the reverse effect because even though people have like...
God. The OG. That gone you.
One of the dogs just had it.
That was the OG.
He's out too.
Holy cow, he's out.
He's just
having
expelled
Christmas
the demon.
vacation flashbacks.
But no, I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
The pizza before bed or something. It's interesting.
Who gave him the fresh bourbon?
Right. It's interesting because
David listens, yes. Fresher Club Blue.
There you go.
I've never had in my mind a differential kind of point between a blend and a batch. But I think I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, let's just talk about Barrel King. You were just bringing him up. Shout out Jared. Shout out Matt Bunch. Shout out Matt Porter. Sydney. All those.
I got Jared Blitz down here.
We did. Incredible people. And they're batching stuff together, but they are blending.
Blending, yeah.
Right. And where, for me, I think now it literally just hit me.
Yeah, it's different.
A batch is Wild Turkey 101.
Yes.
That's a batch. It's huge, right?
Yeah.
But a blend is something very intentional.
You craft it.
You're
right.
crafting it.
And not that there's anything against a batch.
Sure. Yeah, they can still be great.
But it serves a different purpose.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never thought about that till just now.
Like, to me, a batch is something you do to achieve a consistent profile.
Yeah.
I'm going to batch these barrels because I know they're all vary. Like, they all vary in profile. So I'm going to batch them together to create a profile that I think is consistent with what I usually offer.
And repeatable.
Yeah.
And then small batch became this catchphrase that Beam started, and it was so like contagious that every distillery started doing it after it, including Wild Turkey. Matter of fact, the tear strip label of Russell's Reserve single barrel from like 2011 to 2015 or so.
Early 15 was the last
it
tear
says
label.
Small batch single barrel. Like, what the hell does that even mean?
Yeah.
They put small batch on there because it was a cool phrase to have on your bottle at the time. And I'm sorry, like, and Robin Cooper, I love you, man. But I love you, buddy. I do. But it was a marketing thing. And I don't think anybody can deny that because I mean, one could argue that a single barrel is the smallest batch in the world, but it's not a batch. I'm sorry, it's just a barrel, you know. So it was put on there for marketing purposes, and I think what that's supposed to translate in your head is a batch means that it's consistent, and a small batch means it's really consistent. You know what I mean? Like, we've really fine-tuned this. Bleep. Yeah. You know, well, sorry, podcast.
We have the Alves beat, bro. We're good.
We got a beep.
So we've really dialed this in. This isn't a batch. This is a small batch. You're getting something really consistent here.
Then you got single barrel.
Yeah.
Then you got the Alves single barrels, which are 20 to 25 bottles.
Then you have Jefferson's, which is very old and very small.
But then to talk about blends, like the way I view blends are like, okay, I'm going to take some really crazy stuff that's from different places, whatever, and I'm going to make something new that nobody else has.
Yeah.
That's a blend to me, and I feel like that's what Barrel King does.
100%.
They're like, single barrels are easy. Single barrels are anybody can do single barrels. And I say anybody, but not anybody, but a lot of people can do single barrels. We've all done a ton of barrel picks. We know there's plenty of people that know what a good barrel is and not a good barrel.
Right.
You've gone on enough barrel picks to know that you've got good team members with you that know what they're doing. So a lot of people can pick a good barrel, but coming up with a blend, that gets tricky, especially if you've got volume on the line. Like, you know, you've got to dump this barrel into this barrel, and then it's like you're risking a lot of money. It's like, it's easy to take 5 and 6 of the same exact thing and batch it together. You're not at a lot of risk there. You know, you're going to kind of end up with, you know what you're going to end up with. You start mixing all these different things from different producers, different mash bills, different ages. You got a lot of money on the line doing that stuff. I mean, you can really bleep it up.
I remember what Dan and Sean said. So Ron told me, like, they would like blend something, it would taste great. 6 hours later, the next day, it would not taste the same. It's like it's different. It's like
hard.
a different animal.
It's hard.
It's
you
difficult.
really have to like, and this is where I give a lot of credit to, you know, Scotland. You know, Scotch has been doing this long time before bourbon was even, or rye or American whiskey in general was even playing with this kind of thing. I mean, like, you know, doing these kind of blends, it does take a lot of experience. You just can't have some hack come in and like whip a bunch of stuff together and be like, I got this blend, it's awesome. You know, people think that, but is it really awesome? It's like, to come up with a really cool blend, I do think it takes a lot of experience. And I think doing things like barrel picks, blind tastings, you know,
sourdough bread, 1910. It all plays into the equation.
But all of this, like, I'll tell you, if you're listening right now and you want to be in the whiskey business one day, do home blends. Take whiskeys that you don't think will work and put them together and see what happens. I mean, the more you do that kind of stuff, the more that you can kind of build your palate and your experience, and you may be able to come up with the next coolest thing. I'm serious, like, but I mean, there's a lot on the line with a blend. There's not a lot on the line for a batch. A batch is just taking similar stuff, putting it together, and
creating volume
for
the sake of volume.
And then the small batch is just a word. I mean, I know, like, I asked Eddie one time, he said, well, for Wild Turkey, they view a small batch as 250 barrels or lower, which I think is, for a large producer, that's a very small volume. You know, I mean, for like Maker's Mark, Jim Beam, Wild Turkey, like 250 barrels is kind of nothing. Whereas like a batch of Wild Turkey 101 is anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 barrels. I mean, that's a lot of whiskey, you know.
How is this hanging with the other three?
No kidding, right?
I'm telling you, dog.
That's stupid.
It's very good.
That is good.
I did not want to pay what I paid for these, but I'm like, all right, Alves is waiting barrel bottom to get him that. Holy crap, dude. This is hanging with those other three.
To date, the best Kentucky Spirit I've ever had.
Insane.
Honestly, I will.
Insane.
I've picked and been a part of some awesome single barrel picks. It might be the best Wild Turkey pick of all time.
Yeah, I mean, for 101, if you factor in proof.
Yeah.
I'm
just saying, like,
and it came from somebody who wasn't a whiskey nerd, wasn't some, big, influencer.
It really might be the best of all time.
I mean, that
truly.
Honestly, and I have no idea how this barrel pick went down, but just judging by the label and knowing the store, it would not surprise me if Eddie just said, pick this here and send it to the store.
Could be.
I mean, that could just be a simple, we'll send you a barrel for your store pick, And I could be wrong if Mr. Patel, if I'm wrong and you pick this yourself, dude, you pick probably the best single barrel
Yeah,
wild
it
turkey
really
ever
is.
had.
And
Probably in history, dude.
Honestly,
you're
dude.
not joking.
I mean,
yeah.
So we've had Bluegrass Berries, Star Hill Shorty, Shark Buddy,
a bunch of the 14 years.
14 years.
It's
that might be the best pick.
It-
That's true.
it's-
I never thought about that way
Yeah.
until you just said it, but that
In a blind against some Russell's picks,
Yeah.
it may not win just because, especially with the proof and all that, but
But it's not that. There's 9 points. It's not like it's not a 101 versus a 140.
it is the dustiest modern turkey I've ever had
100%.
by far.
Yes.
I mean, it tastes like dusty turkey.
I can tell you for me, just lightly getting into turkey, it was the standout.
Yeah.
it's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. So that's what I was saying earlier when I said you probably don't know what you're drinking. This 15-year tribute, these are $2,500 bottles.
It was good. Now, obviously, it was good.
$2,500 bottles.
But then there was something different one day.
That's what I'm saying. That is
Donut.
is
Donut, yeah.
$11 to $1,500 bottle.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was 2. Yeah.
And it's hanging with these big boys. That's crazy.
It's wild. And to think that it was distilled long after
So
those.
Ryan, you no longer get one for your wedding. My
That's
man.
fine, bro. I'm good.
You know,
But I get
You
it
can
every
still
time I
bring
come
it.
over here.
You can still bring it. I'll be there. You can bring it.
dude.
Such a good point.
Vegas for the what's it called? Bachelor party.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to Vegas for a bachelor party.
He told me I have to
it's a massively
fly.
bad idea.
I was gonna drive to bring the dog.
Well, you're not
Dude,
trying.
you can
You have to fly. You have to fly. to that.
Scotty's leaving like 3 or 4 days early. You can ride with Scotty, but you're going to go
I'm
hiking
not riding
in
with Scotty.
Colorado.
I don't want to get something worse than Anthony's boil on me. So I am not riding with Scotty.
Mother-
We're gonna have some killer stuff.
ridiculous.
Vegas is gonna be silly.
Only because everybody loves it. I
But
want a
anyway,
tiny bit
what I was
more.
trying to say is that one thing I love about, and to me,
You know what I love about whiskey?
what's that?
I love you, buddy.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Hey, fellowship is the best part, but but to me, like when I first got into it and I first got into Dusty's, I thought that was like the end all be all. And don't get me wrong, there's plenty to look for in the past that's just next level, amazing, stellar.
Ron wanted not to.
But the cool what I do like though is that like we don't know what the future's going to bring. I mean, there are barrels sitting in rick houses right now that we don't know about. I mean,
Good times. Oh yeah. Sorry. Good.
but we don't know what's out there. I mean, there could be some seriously crazy bleep on the horizon.
I think the next 5 to 7 years is not gonna be.
You don't think so?
Because here's why.
Uh-oh.
What's going to be released in the next 5 to 7 years
Breakout session.
is stuff that was during the quote unquote boom. So it's friggin' 6 months.
Quickly made with-
it's 6
No,
months
okay.
kiln dried.
No, you're right.
It's quick crap.
Okay,
Now the
okay.
difference is 8 to 10 years from now. Holy crap! Get ready. I think the next 5 to 7 years is going to be a diamond in the rough, like Alves's Shorty just now from
Now,
Everett.
not-
Alves,
Crap.
Alves,
not
sir,
not
Alves.
all of the
Nah,
barrels.
just- dude, I am half satch. It is whatever I call them.
Yeah, not. I mean,
Alphas, knees,
so yeah,
buzzies,
there were kiln dried barrels during the COVID. But not for the biggies.
$250
Not for the
tier.
biggies. You know. But you're right. You do make a good point that I do think that when that boom really kicked off, especially during COVID, and people were scrambling for like barrels, scrambling for
They're
talent.
using Home
for
Depot
talent.
freaking wood. It was
Yeah.
wet. It was horrible.
The
The barrels are horrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Horrible.
there will be a phase there where you might
Wait a
feel it,
minute.
but not the biggies. I think they still had their inventory.
Right.
But I mean, I'm talking more in like a general sense. Like I feel like there's always the horizon. It'll never end.
Hey, Ryan, when David got here, he was talking about some kind of I.W. Harper. Is there an I.W. Harper you have?
I don't got it.
I told him I have no idea what he's talking about.
I don't got it.
Do not do this to me. You will pull that out, and we are going to taste that.
I have no idea.
When I tell you it is a top 3 or 4 whiskey of all time for me, it is a top 3 or 4 whiskey of all time.
I got to try it.
Here's the
Do you have a
problem.
bottle though?
Nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
Even the people that made it don't know about it.
They do now.
No, they don't.
With your
Ask Ryan. No,
Yeah,
they,
we-
what's
they
your
don't.
Patreon at now?
No, but I'm saying they don't know about it. Like
Yeah.
they can't tell you what it is.
Okay.
Well, you're not gonna find one.
You're not going to find one.
Yeah.
I have the last one known to
Except
man.
at Kenny Mills' house,
Yeah.
which I happen to be at right now.
I have the last one known to
Do you have
man.
the last one known to man and it's open or is
It's
it
the
closed?
only one known to man, right?
I mean, I don't know about. No,
When
there were
you
100
posted it,
bottles.
though.
There were 100 bottles.
But when you posted it,
Yeah, I
And
got the
you have-
multiple messages
I would
saying,
imagine.
"What is that?"
I would imagine that Mount Vernon has
no,
at
they
least
don't.
one.
He asked them.
I mean, I asked someone, and person who has distilled a lot of whiskey there said, "I've never seen that."
Whoa.
That's what I'm saying, David.
What?
It's that
Wait
rare.
a minute.
It's that rare,
Wait
David.
a
I'm
minute.
not
Never
joking.
seen it.
Okay.
All right.
David, I'm being serious.
All right.
All right.
You.
We're stealing that bottle if it
I'm
comes
here.
out. We're out. We're going to steal it.
I've never seen it.
I'm waiting.
I'm clearing my glasses.
Glasses.
No.
That's plurals.
Some people like a little. Kenny likes a lot.
And we have 2 days of 4 picks, 5 picks per day.
That's correct.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yep.
Z-Biotics, Plan A, sourdough. Here we go.
This better live up to the hype. I'm just gonna say.
All right. So, William Heaven Hill 144.6. It's one of the best of all times.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
This has beat it in blinds multiple times.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Okay.
So, this here is the bottle that no one, even the people that distilled it, don't even never seen it, dude. It's insane. It's crazy.
Is it fake?
No, it's real.
Listen. Okay.
Seriously,
being around
though,
shoes and action figures.
And-
so
and listen,
what
be
was the
fake.
year of this?
Ryan, was it determined? Late 90s, early 2000s?
No, like mid era, like 2007, 8, 9, 10.
Was it that?
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah.
that
So
far?
which
Glad to
distilleries
hear that.
contributed to this that you know of?
What do you mean?
Didn't you say it was like multiple?
It was a bunch of different releases under different labels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't.
Who owned the Harper name at the time? Oh,
Kenny
probably
Mills.
who
right
owns it
now it's
now.
Diageo, but who owned it then?
Dave's
Kenny
trying to establish
Mills.
provenance. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know, but
Okay.
my guess is
Hand me a glass, guys. I'm pouring this
Right
one.
now, Diageo owns it, so
Sure.
I can do a little research, find out when Diageo acquired it. If it's within the Diageo
yeah.
framework, I mean, I know a couple people. Maybe I can figure it out. I'll try.
Clean glass. My
Clean
gentleman.
glass if you have it.
Clean glass, David.
Alrighty. Clean glass. I do not have a clean glass.
And look behind you in the cabinets.
Do I need to shoot something here?
No,
Let
no,
me-
no, no.
Let me shoot and
No,
rinse.
get it
No,
right behind you.
Oh,
Get the
Lord.
cabinet.
Okay.
Clean glass. Once this is literally gone, I've never seen one before, and I'll never get one again. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Here, we'll do a mini Glen. That way you don't have to pour too much.
Wait. What is on the back of this? It's always a pleasure. What is this?
That's the R.W. Harper slogan.
Give that
It
to
is?
David.
Okay.
What's that bottle?
What?
Tiny bit of liquid in there.
What is that?
Dude, David, I'm telling you, I'm not just joking, man.
So here's another one from the same collection that Varial Barton did.
Okay.
Wow. That's
So
something
each
I've never
distillery.
Yeah,
kinda-
there were several distilleries.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll see if I can find this article.
So do you have the year it was done?
2006, 2007. So I'll read what the Varial Barton bottle says on the back. A little more detail, David.
Okay.
I'm going to skip some of the other stuff, but it
Okay.
says it has been specially bottled during the commemoration of the George Washington Distillery in Mount Vernon, Virginia.
That was it?
Well, it's the whole paragraph, but that's like specifically a bunch of brands wanted to celebrate the Mount Vernon Distillery, and to my knowledge, sent a bunch of whiskey to Mount Vernon to have it be bottled there under this commemoration of reopening the distillery. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm looking to see maybe when, obviously it was part of the United Distillers portfolio, and then when Diageo kind of took that over. Well, Guinness owned United Distillers, and then Diageo took that over. So, because Guinness merged with them, and then that became they owned it in '97. So this is probably stocks that Diageo owned, which tells me that this is just pure speculation. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is possibly some of those same barrels that ended up in the Orphan Barrel series
Could be.
years later. I mean that's my best guess.
Anthony, what did we say about Barterhouse, though? If Barterhouse was at cash strength or 110, 115, we said
Best whiskey,
it'd be a top 5, top 7, right?
Gin.
This is top 3, 4 for me of all times.
Yeah, this is pure speculation.
Now,
but,
I've not had the stuff Alves has had,
right.
but I've had this is top, for me, it's top 3 or 4.
I think, if you put a gun to my head, I would say this is probably Heaven Hill, most likely.
Speaking of Heaven Hill,
Oh wow. Did you have a sip of that yet?
it's
Yeah.
stupid. It's stupid,
Oh, my
stupid.
God.
Like, literally stupid.
Are we to believe that this is only that bottle you have is one of
Dude.
100?
It can't be
Yeah.
many.
It says on the back 100
It
bottles.
says, yeah,
I know, but they never released anything else that had another number on it. Like 0.
Was it just the one tribute for that
the
one
one
time?
tribute
That was
for
it?
that one time?
And out of
like,
100,
not
I've never
that's
seen one
of
ever other than that
148 or
Yeah.
no
yes.
others.
I acquired a collection from a man who passed away. His name, I don't want to butcher this.
Jim Jones, and he sold Kool-Aid.
Anthony, you know that makes Kenny?
Sorry.
Yeah.
What's that?
So I
A 1%er.
acquired
1%. There you go. Exactly. 1%er of whiskey.
I acquired a collection from the late John Lunn,
Okay.
who was the master distiller at George Dickel in 2004, and since then had a hand in progressing many Tennessee whiskeys. He passed away in 2023, I believe, and I acquired a bunch of stuff that he owned, and this was one of the bottles in there, and Kenny bought from the store.
Wow.
Yeah, it makes sense. Diageo, Harper.
Stupid, dude. This is hazmat. It doesn't drink hazmat. Did you
Oh,
know it's
Taz-
hazmat?
well, yeah.
It's
What's the
100,
proof?
It's 141.
One day, I
Yeah.
want
hazmat.
What's the proof?
141.
one day when you're at home by yourself. I mean, and this is just. I don't even know if it's really comparable now because so many years have gone by. But it would be interesting to take a bottle of IW Harper 15,
Yeah.
which is like what 86 proof, I think.
Somewhere there.
Take that, dilute it down to the same proof.
I cannot do this down.
No.
I
I mean, in a
apologize.
glass. Just take. Oh, come
So
on.
few.
For an
Just
experience.
couple drops of water in
Yeah, take half. Come on.
right.
It gets diluted in your stomach. So I'm just saying. So
Burn.
so just take it and compare and just see, is there any relation at all? Like are they just so opposite?
I will say negative Ghost Rider, but we'll see.
I mean, when you add water, it changes the whiskey. So I mean, I think these are just Diageo stocks. I think it's probably Heaven Hill. I think it's probably it could be Old Bernheim. It could be New Bernheim. I mean,
Whatever this is, it's delicious. And, I mean, that's the end of the story. It's so
Off the
good.
charts.
It's amazing.
Yeah. It could be. I don't know. I'm just going by the old Orphan Barrel stuff that Diageo owned. Because I mean, and the only reason I say that is because they owned so many barrels. I mean, it was hundreds of thousands of barrels,
No,
and it had to go into something.
they put out some great stuff.
Yeah.
That's not under their normal label. Or whatever.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, that's the best guess I got. So.
This is a conversation I had with a guy that when I posted that picture, he said, never seen that, but he has the Verrill Barton one. He said, having trouble finding the article. It was 2006, I think. If I remember right, multiple distilleries sent barrels via the river to the George Washington Distillery for them to be bottled there for their grand opening.
So probably what we need to do at this
Crazy,
point.
bro.
So at mid 2000s, you're talking Veach and Cowdery. I mean, that's who you need to be talking to.
But I can't find any. Literally can't find anything on the internet about it.
No. Just send an email to Cowdery or Veach, and they'll probably get that thing straightened out for you. I mean, you might even ask Drew. I mean, he was still doing. He was in the scene, that time. So I mean, it'd be something to kind of look into.
I almost like
That's-
that.
damn,
We
that's-
don't know.
Are you
That's
saying
crazy.
that the Mashup Podcast should directly contact Bourbon Veach? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if we can do that.
Sure, I think
sure.
Mike would talk to you guys. I mean,
He's local, right?
no, he's Louisville. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was here in Lexington.
No, he's Louisville.
He's Louisville, no. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, they would know because I mean that was like right now. We're in the 2020s. I feel like as far as bourbon media goes, I feel like more people are watching Bourbon Junkies, SLB Drinks, this kind of thing. But in the mid
Non-traditional media.
2000s,
Yeah.
it was Cowdery, it was Veach. I
Yeah.
mean, and they were the guys on Straight Bourbon,
Yeah.
on the message boards, talking to people and giving people legit facts.
You could have been on that.
Clay might even know. Clay Risen might even know. So you might reach out to Clay, and he may know, or have some idea of who you could talk to. But that's
That's silly, Ron.
I like not knowing kind
Dude,
of.
that's silly though.
it is kind of cool not knowing. I mean, the fact that it's only 100 bottles. I mean, and this is from mid 2000s. How many are left unopened? Maybe 10.
I got several messages from some big time whiskey players that were like, "I've never seen that."
Yeah.
And Kenny Mills scooped it up, baby. Boom, baby.
Because I let him.
Oh,
Yes.
Because I let him.
I
bottle-
sense some regret here.
No.
just like with Cam on the legendary stream that's deleted, that will live in infamy forever. That only the people who watched it live got to see.
It'll reemerge.
But you share, dude. I think that's a cool thing. So if there was one person to sell it to, it was Kenny Mills. I mean,
I've talked to Freddie Johnson.
You
bleeping
can opened a Holmes Liquor right here. I mean,
Freddie's gonna come on the pod.
Oh, really?
So when I first got into bourbon, I got very lucky. I met Justin Sloan at P-Rats. Took me down to the Justin's House of Bourbon. I met Alves. Watched what's that thing I watched?
Neat.
Oh, neat. Yeah,
Neat.
yeah. There
I
you
watched
go.
it 5 times and all in one night. And it's like, you don't save bottles. You open bottles. You have to share, make memories, open stuff.
Amen.
So I share, bro.
Yeah.
Because of that, I share. Have you had a Parker's First Edition?
No.
Oh, let's open one.
Let's open one, folks.
No.
Patreon money went through his head.
Oh, no.
So this is the first Parker's.
First Parker's.
Wait a minute. No.
127.4. Now, the first Parker's, though, there were three or four different single
couple
barrels.
different single barrels. Two,
This
I think.
is
two, I think.
So this is the 127.4 First Parker's.
Okay.
Off the charts.
Okay.
I'm not touching that.
There's only one Parker's that's really on my list that I'm gonna, before I die, I'm gonna buy it.
Which one
Promise
is
of
that?
Hope. I really want to get Promise of
Oh,
Hope.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, this will give you a different promise.
Yeah. I'm hoping.
You don't have the other one open? Didn't Tom Dotson give you one? Shout out Tom Dotson. I know you're going to listen to this.
I don't know. Maybe I do.
I think to me, the reason why for Promise of Hope isn't so much about profile. I just think it was a cool thing that they did because they basically let Parker just have free reign. They were like, dude, pick your favorite barrels from your favorite rick house, your favorite floor, bottle it at your favorite proof. He did that, and he did it with single barrels, but they did not label the bottles with what barrel it came from because he wanted it to be just like, he wanted you to just experience it. He didn't want you to nitpick it. This barrel's better than that barrel. So they all went out with the same proof from the same place, but they were all bottled as single barrels. You'll just never know what barrel you had.
Shout out. I do have the open one.
There you go.
So this is the 122.6 proof version. A couple proof points lower than the other one. The Parker's First Edition is freaking fire.
Well, I'm about to find out.
Look how dark the color is. That's crazy. Do you have clean glass?
I'm about to get one.
So if we get enough subs on YouTube, this could be a live video, bro. Anthony, grab some more glasses out of there, bro.
Sure can.
Dude, I got so many glasses. I got to get rid of
Okay,
glasses.
so give me the deets on this one again.
Parker's 122.6 proof, first release.
Ryan, you got a preference?
Ryan, you said there was 2 barrels released?
I think so.
Only 2 barrels.
I think so.
What?
Anybody want a Glen?
So like the first Parker's was only like 300 bottles or something?
I think so.
Wow.
This is a good Glen right here. Camus Whiskey Club.
Camus Whiskey, baby. Camus Whiskey Club Glen for Anthony.
There you go.
Released in 2007, 11-year-old cast strength.
I was gonna say this isn't that crazy off profile from that IW Harper.
This is fire. This is literally fire.
I'm just saying, like they have a similar vibe.
Yeah.
They were released similar times. I'm telling you, I think that's Heaven Hill. I think that IW Harper's Heaven Hill.
And this is up there as well. I'm not just saying that. This is in my top 5 or 7. Thank you, Tom Dotson, man. Tom actually gifted me the rest of that bottle, and I went out and bought an extra one because of how good it tasted.
I mean, when it comes to epic single barrels,
Dude,
Heaven Hill has some pretty incredible, almost unbelievable barrels at times.
Yeah. Now, for current stuff, nothing can touch King Kentucky for single barrels, for current, modern. Everything else that's really great is a batch, but old school stuff like this, and this is stupid, like literally stupid.
I like how on the mid to back, it kind of the intensity goes up.
It does. Yeah.
And then it quickly goes down
Yeah.
into a great finish.
That's just wild. That's
Wow.
just there's nothing there right now that tastes like that.
No.
It's pretty crazy, man.
I mean,
Honest to God.
okay, I think that if you had a drill and a glass and you spent enough time in Deatsville or some of these nice
Can't.
no, dude.
You can't. Dude.
There is always that barrel out there. I'm telling you. There is some barrel sitting somewhere.
It's 6-month kiln dried wood, dude. It's a different animal.
How many barrels are in Kentucky right now? 2 million?
No.
More than that.
Like, what's the population in Kentucky?
Think about
There's
that for a second.
4.5 million.
4.5 people?
So 8 million.
Say
8 million
Or
barrels.
9 million,
Right.
really, if
It's
you're
2
doubling.
per person.
8 or
Yeah,
9 million barrels.
9 million. So You're telling me out of 9 million barrels, there's not one barrel that can compare to that.
I've tasted 4 million, bro. Just saying.
I think I'd like to think that somewhere there is a barrel that can crush that. And I think that like we need to have that kind of thinking too, because
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
if the vintage stuff, it's only going to get smaller and
Now,
smaller.
So, but this Parker's is stupid.
Yeah, it's
Like,
good. It's really
literally
good.
stupid.
It's good.
But yeah, no, it's. I'm telling you, like when it comes to like the single barrel game, you know, as much as a Wild Turkey fan as I am, Heaven Hill has some crazy single barrels. I mean, it's undeniable. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, every
they're crazy. I mean,
freaking Willet that is popped off ever.
yeah.
You know,
All the
Yeah,
most
of course.
All those
sought
crazy
after
premium
Willets.
are mainly Heaven
All
Hill
the
stuff.
sought
A lot of
after
burn
Willets
downs.
there are some Brown Foreman ones, but I mean, like most of the
majority
sought
are
after,
Brown.
Willets or Heaven Hill. Yeah, just crazy stuff.
Brown
I mean,
Foreman's never sold whiskey to anybody, by the way.
Sure.
Just throwing it out there.
Wink, wink.
Especially not
Yeah.
their neighbor.
Speaking of their neighbor, I love their new neighbor.
I don't know that.
I mean, he bought that
Oh,
building
yeah, he
right
did
there.
buy.
Oh,
yeah,
there you go.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
I mean, biggies are big for a reason. I mean, they all make good whiskey.
Yeah, first of all, they're not Heaven Hill ain't doing 6 month freaking barrel age. Like
Right. Or
like,
stave like things or quick stuff. Yeah.
I can understand that like a cooperage might be doing that stuff for some people, but it ain't a legacy distillery.
Right.
Why does it taste so hot and young then, bro?
Wait, I mean, I
What
don't
are we
know.
talking about? I missed
Just a lot of the
Well, he was talking about like
like a new Elijah Craig
Yeah.
94 proof compared to one from 8 to 10 years ago.
No.
Different animal, bro.
Why is different distilleries? I mean, we've gone over this thousands of times.
yeah.
Elijah Craig 94 proof from 2015.
Yeah.
Elijah Craig
Dog,
94
we just
proof.
literally just did it with the Holmes liquor pick.
But I'm
What do
saying
you mean?
it's just
2015.
because that's what I'm saying. The wood, it's the wood.
I don't think so.
The wood is different. It has to be the wood.
Maybe a little bit. I think it's
gotta be
probably
the
a
wood.
part. But
Well, okay. Think about this, Kenny, for a second.
the wood or the
No,
raccoons?
think
Take
about
your
this
pick.
for a second. No.
The raccoons and possums that fall into the freaking mash tanks that then get taken out.
I think I have a clear answer for this. I think I do.
America's
Okay.
native spirit.
So, how many barrels do you think went into an Elijah Craig 12-year batch back in 2004?
Dude, I have zero clue. I'm all
Maybe a
ears
couple.
on this.
I mean, you got to remember their pricing. I mean, I'm sorry, they're bottling for demand. This isn't Evan Williams Black Label. This is Elijah Craig 12-year. This is going for geeky people when there wasn't a bourbon geekdom out there, right?
Right.
So we're talking maybe 100 barrels, maybe less than that, maybe 50 barrels. I mean, Elijah Craig 12-year from like 2005 can't be that big. It just can't be. The market was
there's
not
no
there.
point in
Now
1,000 bottles.
Elijah
1,000,
Craig
yeah.
or barrel proof, whatever you want to, whether it's the Elijah Craig regular batch, the 94 proof, or whether it's the barrel proof, we're talking about a bleep ton of barrels going into those things.
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to hit all 50 states, possibly exporting it to specialty stores, DTC. I mean, there has got to be a ton of barrels going into those. And like I was
what
talking
they-
about earlier with batching, the more barrels you dump into that mix,
The more
it flattens out.
the more basic it gets.
The more basic it gets.
I think that makes sense to me.
It all kind of
they need to
comes.
quit 4 states. That's it.
I mean, this is, and I do not have
Kentucky,
any.
Florida, Texas.
Well, there's
pick your other state.
there's a better solution. Okay, I have no inside knowledge on Heaven Hill at all. I'm just trying to kind of look at.
You just said you talked to Max.
Yeah, but not
You're
about
all-
that. But
Come on now.
no. Just think about it. It's all supply
He's
and demand.
defecting to
It's all
another
supply and demand.
distillery.
So if demand is high, you've got to increase supply to make a profit, right? So it only makes sense to me that you're going to make your batches larger, and they're going to lose their unique identity.
They get dumbed down a little bit.
The bigger they get. Okay, so the way that you combat that, if you're a biggie, if you really want to do it, instead of having a batch in the spring, batch in the summer, batch in the fall, whatever, instead of doing that, multiple batches in the spring, multiple batches. So instead of having whatever A520 or whatever the things are, you have like that and then like maybe a letter after it, like A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way to Z. And like you do a bunch of small, like mini batches, micro batches, whatever you want to call them.
Shout out Cam.
Shout out to Cam. Then you
Laser code Cam.
Laser codes.
Then you kind of can retain some of the uniqueness from the barrels that go into the batch. So again, I'm just
it makes sense to me.
No inside knowledge. It's just I feel like the larger the hobby has gotten, the more that the shelf stuff has declined.
But I like the conspiracy on this because that's just who I am.
Yeah, but I think
Like,
that
we
is
don't
the answer. I
We,
think
we
it's
haven't sent men
volume.
to the moon. We haven't sent men to the moon.
Oh, come on.
I'm just saying. I'm all into that.
You about to get punched in the face with
I'm all into this,
Buzz
bro.
Aldrin.
I'm all into that.
Flat
I'm all into
earther
that.
there.
I'm just saying I'm all into that. So,
The more that production is ramped up, the more
and
that
it
quality's
mutes it.
gone down. And I'm not
It
talking
does.
about one distillery. I'm not talking about
Yeah,
Heaven
all-
Hill. I'm talking about
all
everybody.
distilleries. Yeah.
Makers.
No, that makes sense.
You know, it
Because they're making whiskey
Turkey,
now.
everybody.
That makes total sense now. I never thought about it that way. Because they're making whiskey for 50 states and export.
I mean,
That's a good view, David, for real.
I mean, the only other way I see combating that, and I just mentioned makers. I think that actually I should probably take that back because I do feel like, as far as a shelf product is concerned, I feel like Maker's Mark, the standard Maker's 90 proof Makers, is probably the closest on the shelf bottle that you'll get to a Dusty Makers. They're different. Don't get me wrong. Dusty Makers does not taste like modern Makers, but I think they are closer to one another in profile than, say, Wild Turkey or Jim Beam or Heaven Hill or any of the others. And there's different reasons why. You know, Heaven Hill, obviously they had the fire and all that, and then you had Wild Turkey built a new still. I mean, there's reasons for this, but I feel like with Maker's Mark, they're still rotating barrels.
Rotating barrels.
Yeah.
They only do one recipe. Well,
Yeah.
okay, so we got the Star Hill. If you take that, they really only focus on one singular bourbon recipe, right, from all local farms, using the same water source, rotating barrels, low barrel entry proof, same cooperage, to my knowledge. So all
They have way more control.
a lot. So they can do a really, really large batch, and it'll taste pretty much exactly the same as the last batch.
Yeah,
now, if you stretch back 15, 20 years, you're going to taste some difference.
That's just natural
That's
production
natural,
changes
right?
Yeah.
Right.
that have happened.
I will give makers credit. I feel like they are probably the closest in profile to what they used to be over any other distillery. Oh, that's what the towels are for, people. Luckily, that was not a super rarity.
I think that was a Russell's batch.
That was a Russell's 13.
Russell's 13
batch
batch.
one, I think.
Onto the tablecloth.
Oops. I'm sorry, Kenny. Hey, at least I can replace
At least
that
you didn't
one.
break a cork. At least you didn't break a cork, so you're all
Yeah, I didn't
good.
break it.
I
At
knew
least
it.
at
I
least
knew
it
it.
wasn't the IW
knew
Harper,
it.
right?
What's the IW Harvard cork break?
So if anybody's listening to this, we're looking for a sixth person for our blinds crew. Because one person is gone. He's out of here.
See you guys. See ya.
Nah, it's just,
Anyway,
it's just a cork.
I do think that volume has played a role in profile.
Yeah.
That makes sense, dude.
You
I
got to
never thought about that way.
meet the demand.
Yeah.
It's not even just bourbon. It's anything, right? Like
True.
as you know, as you have to meet demand, you have to start doing things that make it
Shortcuts.
easier. And most of the time, they're shortcuts, and it
Yeah.
just is what it is.
And I guess shortcuts to me there's a double meaning. So
Like-
there's shortcuts like automation where you have
Sure.
somebody that locks something in.
Yeah.
And then there's shortcuts where it's like, hey, we're going to cheat the system.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
not talking about cheat the system shortcuts. I'm talking about like we have to do things to make things more efficient. But in the process, you're going to lose that human touch.
Mm-hmm.
So like back when Jimmy was making bourbon, it was all hands-on. It was like somebody was pulling the levers, pressing the buttons, making the cuts,
He had
all
the
that.
damn yeast in his freezer in his house.
Exactly. Yeah, and then now it's like that's bleep. It's down to a science. It's
Yeah.
like doom, 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 doom. They've got it. In
You
the-
just watch the screen.
Yeah. So it plays a role.
I just went and grab off the shelf one of the best modern whiskeys I've had in a while.
Okay. Was this Sharp Buddy?
Star Hill Shorty, baby.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, about the same. All these CNFs were just
Yeah,
Right.
ridiculous.
I know.
I killed this one a long time ago.
I cannot wait to get.
That was the bad thing about Star Hill Shorty. I opened it, and my intention was like, I'm going to sip a little bit, put it back. And I was just like, wasn't it right after COVID or so, 2022, whatever? And I was still in that, like, phase of just like bottle kills, this one went quick. We went real quick.
I'm worried about YouTube now.
What you mean?
If I get to go live, I'll probably drink for 5-6 hours on there. It's gonna be silly, dude.
But now, if
Good job, Anthony.
Good job, Padawan. Thanks.
though, if you just, I mean, look at what all you've got here.
Yeah.
If you just did a vid, I mean, like, don't worry about trying to do some marathon, staying up till 3 a.m, drinking and chat and all that kind of stuff. Those, when I watch those, there's like 10 people watching.
Yeah.
It's just people getting drunk and like making weird comments and stuff like that. But if you made like a dedicated live stream for like 1 solid hour, and you picked some, one of these unique rarities or single barrels or something, and you spent all your time on that, I think people would legitimately watch that. I think that like if you took a focused amount of time, and then you could take that and you could chop that down into a short, and put that up on Instagram or something.
I love this advice. Thank you. Free advice.
I just no. The days of staying up late and live streaming, drinking whiskey ended after COVID ended. Like during 2020 and 2021, there were tons of people up late drinking, watching those live streams. It was, you could go on any YouTube whiskey channel and they would have 100 people watching at any time of night, just because that was the mood of the time.
Right.
But now I think you kind of got to drill in and make it a little bit more something that people want to watch.
Targeted.
You've got,
there you go.
You've got so many cool bottles that you could just do a video where it's just you spending time with one particular bottle, going through the history, giving the tasting notes. That I think would be cool. I would watch that because like then I get to learn about something I'll probably never taste or whatever.
Would you watch a stream with somebody drinking Town Branch and smoking a Black and Mild?
I'll tell you the answer to that. I'll give you the Matt Porter answer. Yes, if it meant no.
I was only kidding.
Ryan Fruman, awesome job on this.
Thank you. It's great.
Some of my favorite modern whiskeys.
Actually, kudos to David for
passing it over.
Well, yeah. What did we get out of that? 66 bottles or 60-something bottles?
We went on a pick, and it was like Bruce was like, "Dude, there might be 50 bottles in this thing," and like at that point, it was just like, I mean, you got a Patreon community. It's like, I felt like it would do more harm than good to say, "Hey, here's 50 bottles out here."
Yeah.
Now I might do it just because demand has kind of slowed down a little bit. But back then it was just like you could put any Russell's pick up, and it was gone. I mean, like in a split second.
This one's silly, dude.
Oh, it's good.
It was awesome. We were there with David picking, and it just happened to be that he just had more, needed more whiskey than 50 bottles.
Yeah, it just wasn't doable.
It was mine at that point.
Yeah, but it's a good barrel though.
Great barrel.
Camp Nelson F is just awesome. I'd love to go in there one day with a drill and just like, no cameras.
You want to do it?
No internet.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I want to do it.
Let's do it. I'll
do
it
it
with you.
Just drilling and just taste it.
Of course you will.
And just,
I mean, I'll do it.
I know you will.
And
I'm
like-
not worried about it. We're not worried about getting volunteers.
What are they going to do?
Have you arrested? I guess.
They won't get us in time.
Kenny, you can't do this.
We're going to at least 15, 20 barrels drilled before they get us.
No. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not talking about doing it illegally. I'm just saying like a dream. In a dream, if something magical happened.
I was like, let's just sneak off and do it, bro.
Yeah,
Back to reality.
Yeah.
I mean, Bruce has said it all. That's some of their best whiskeys out right now.
Oh, yeah.
He said it. He said it publicly.
But F and B to me, like F to me just has like, it knows how to like touch the oak right. I don't know, that's probably a bad phrase, but anyway, like it knows how to interact.
Don't touch the oak like that.
It works
Don't
with
do
the.
it.
Dang,
It works. There's some kind of like. It adds this like prickly, like soda, kind of root beer, cola kind of thing, Like all of the Camp Nelson Rick Houses are great, but they all kind of have their own thing. Like I feel like A is a little bit closer to Tyrone than the other ones, but it's still its own thing. It's still good. It's still Camp Nelson. But like F, I don't know. It must be where it's sitting or whatever, but just F has this like magic about it, like really magic.
Kroger, Total Wine, Liquor Barn, multiple 09 F6 picks.
Yeah.
They're range from 10 years to 14 years.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which one.
Yeah.
They're all freaking fine.
Any of the 18 dash
Any
or 19
09
dash.
F6s are freaking stupid.
Well, no, even the 18s. There's 2018 ones too. So there's 2018 and 2019. CNF 5 and 6s that are just all. I mean, all of them. And there's even a few 4s. There's a few 4s too from that time.
Yeah.
Not many. Just all fantastic. All fantastic.
All right, so this is a very long pod.
Yeah.
Right.
You're gonna have to edit.
I'm done, bro.
Good luck.
Wait,
with that.
No,
Oh, thank you, David.
We have to nightcap one pour.
That's fine.
So what do y'all want a nightcap with?
What?
This is the last pour because it has to stop. Like it has to stop.
Ah.
Does it?
What's a nightcap?
No, I know we got barrel picks in the morning. Yeah.
Dude,
What
because
time is it?
We have.
Shit.
I know it's late.
Yeah, we got
3
to
hours.
get some sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, nightcap.
What's a nightcap? Modern or dusty?
The best pirate label.
There you go.
I'm looking around.
That's a good
Now,
one. Best pirate
now,
label. Best pirate label, Elijah Craig.
My
That's
favorite
good.
pirate label is the 139.8
Yeah, not the hazmat.
or whatever, where it's like barely, almost hazmat. That one's
That's
just.
the best one.
I've got that one open at home, and it's.
The best
Dick.
is 138.8, dog.
Yeah.
Don't make
Yeah,
me blind you.
138.
No, mine's.
Don't make me blind you.
Well, I've got 139 something at home.
Right.
138's better.
Yeah,
People consider that as the best. It's not.
Okay.
138.8 is the
You
best.
got one open?
Yes. Listen.
Bring it on.
You are a turkey guy, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Kind of.
I think you like turkey.
Not Thanksgiving.
138.8 has
You're a
turkey dusty funk on Elijah
You're a
Craig.
turkey guy.
Have you
All
not-
right.
Have you not had that yet?
Game.
All right.
Gobble, gobble.
Grab it right there. 138.8 corner.
That's all.
That is the
Is that enough for everybody?
ECBP. That is the ECBP, but that has so everyone that loves the 139.4 or whatever it is, when I blind them, they always pick 138.8 over 139.4. That is Heaven Hill ECBP with some turkey funk to it, dude. 138.8 is the bomb, bro. That is the best pirate label. That's the best ECBP ever.
We shall see.
But we don't have to nightcap with this. We can keep going. Just saying.
No. No, sir. I think everybody's tapped out.
I ain't tapped out.
Time to go home to my girl, dog.
See, I feel like cutting this at like 11:30. I'm going to get bleeped from Cam because he's like, "Well, I stayed up until blah blah blah." You know.
Cam deleted,
Well,
bro.
did
We
you-
ain't deleted
did you-
crap.
That's true. That's
All this
true.
out.
Cam
the
deleted.
push-ups.
It doesn't
Push-ups,
count when you delete. It don't count.
So I'm putting this on Patreon tomorrow.
There you go.
Pretty good.
It's good. Pirate.
Angry pirate. Arr.
Wild Turkey Funk on top of Elijah Craig, David. For real, dude.
I mean, look.
Seriously, David.
Here's the thing about
Wild
these.
Turkey Funk on top of ECBP.
When you get to like the 130-ish pirate bottles, you really have to sip them beside each other to really pick them out. I mean, whether you hand me a 138, a 139, whatever, this is killer. I mean,
Killer, bro.
It's killer. And I'm hanging on to like the last, I'd say 40% of my bottle. And I don't like high proof whiskey.
Yeah,
But that one just, when it tastes like this,
dude.
this could be 1,000 proof and I would drink it.
Walmsley, Mossick. I'm trying to think who else said the 139.4 is the best. Made them blind it. They all picked 138.8.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But I do.
Ron's been ready to go for an hour, dude. He's like, I gotta go.
I do think these barrels are out there, though. I do think that, and in case in point,
Dude, case in point, Ryan's Evernorth pick.
right? These barrels are
Freaking
out there.
amazing.
Agree. I think that people get so caught up in like brands and names and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It's like when it comes to single barrels, all that kind of, not all of it, but a lot of it goes out the window because
Yeah.
a single barrel is kind of like this unique kind of thing. That's
Yeah,
a good
138,
nightcap.
man. Well, I mean, it can't be nightcap. I mean, we got something better.
Now we're doing the nightcap.
This is the true
This is
nightcap.
the okay.
I'm
So
grabbing
get
the
the
nightcap.
old rip out.
I'm grabbing the
I
nightcap.
don't have a clean glass.
You don't get it anyway. It don't matter.
Okay,
True,
all right.
true nightcap.
What a 09 GTS.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, I've had that before. It's great.
No,
04, 09, and then 14, I think, were the best ones I've had.
2009 George T. Stagg. Nightcap, for real. So that way we're done.
All right.
All right.
Got to end
I'm
on
pretty
that.
sure it was 04, 09. And
Don't believe it.
End on that Buffalo Trace.
This is actually early times Black Cap. He's
I
putting
think,
the ball.
I
it
think
says
14
09
was one of them, too.
GTS.
So I'm right. 09,
I don't have 14
04,
like that.
09, 14, I think were the three that I was sent.
Smells like cornbread and tastes like heaven.
Glasses
Sourdough.
on, boys.
11 is the oldest. 18 year.
Okay.
Hazmat.
09 is freaking.
But 09's legit.
O-line's the best.
We tasted 09 versus 11. 09's better.
2009 George T. Stagg for the nightcap.
I already looked
What's the
on.
proof?
141.4.
I already looked on
It
eBay
tastes like it's 115, 120.
for an IW Harper bottle. I found one.
You found one with a broken top?
Yeah, I found one with a broken cork.
Okay.
Buy it for Kenny.
The 09 GTS is so good.
It don't taste like it's 110 though.
I know what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's insane. It's insane.
That's
It's
got proof
big.
to it. That's
They
got
don't
proof
taste
to it.
110, dog. It tastes
That is not-
135.
That is
130.
not low proof.
David, it does not taste high proof.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it sips its
Jeez.
proof every point
All right,
of it.
let me take a sip and make sure.
But-
Maybe I'm wrong.
Is this the right
But
bottle?
if I had to drink a hazmat bourbon, this would be the
Yeah.
one to drink.
It's-
This is
it's
incredible. I mean, just it's like somebody took Luxardo cherries
Okay, all
and
right.
just like
My nipples are
nuked
hard.
them with like oak and ethanol.
Yeah.
Actually, you said well-aged cherries, but I'm going to go on Woodford's tasting wheel, and I'm going to say well-aged Parmesan.
How'd you target me on that?
What was that? 212 notes in Woodford or
Yeah.
something like that.
214?
They are.
I'm
200
joking.
more,
It's,
okay.
it's exactly as you
240,
described
yeah.
it. I'm just messing around. Yeah.
But seriously, like, God, this is the most oaky Luxardo cherry bourbon I've ever had. Just intense.
Have you ever had it next to William Heaven Hill 15-year 144.5? 144.6?
Come on,
I'm pouring it next to that.
Shut it.
Kenny's like the CD that has like 8 hidden tracks.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the indie album.
Hey, man.
This is
But
this
maybe
is
not.
Green Day Dookie.
Yeah.
We had to go all the way up.
All the way.
Ooh, I'm gonna try
You
these
fast
next each
forward to
other.
like 47.3 or whatever, you know. Just waiting for like the 4th nightcap. So
I'm done.
you can't say that. If you say you're done, then Kenny goes and you go like, oh yeah,
No,
what's
no,
the
no,
next
no.
one?
I'm not. No, I'm
Tell
done.
it and then tell
No.
him like the most expensive bottle he
Nope.
has. Let's go for the
Nope.
old rib. No, we're
Nope.
done. Okay, let's go.
Nope, I'm good.
You got to use reverse psychology with Kenny. All right, old rip. Old
That's
rip.
it.
Let's go.
That's it.
I'm good.
Old
No,
rip.
We're done.
All
We're
right.
done.
Old rip.
All right.
Old
And,
rip. Okay,
And
time
with
to go
that,
And with that,
boom.
boom.
I didn't say it yet.
home. Old rip.
Nope.
Boom.
Boom.
Cheers.
And with that, thanks for listening to this episode. Please like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Mashup KY.
Don't forget to visit our partner, bourbonoutfitter.com. Enter code The Mashup for a special discount.
Also,
Head on over to our partner, the Woodwork Collective, at woodworkcollective.shop. Enter code MASHUP for a 15% discount.
let us know your thoughts on this bottle in the comment section. Until next time, keep it neat.